Dungeons and Dragons. I will be your most handsomest head boy, Dungeon Master. Yeah. That being said, last we left our adventuring party. A lot of crazy shenanigans happened. You guys finished killing all of the creatures in the village that had taken over. You guys rescued a bunch of people and had some interesting dialogue with each other. A little spat broke out between Pele and Kaz over the Dagger of Memories. As such, Pele kind of stormed off, and she was met by Espador, your long-time traveling companion, who mysteriously appeared. As such, he brought all of his toys and goodies with him that were shrunken down into what looked like a dog sled instead of a carriage. That he was carrying, pulling himself, with no dogs. Not that I think Wolfie could have, or was it Jorge? I don't think Jorge could have pulled it. I mean, he did get bigger, but he just wasn't big enough. So, after you guys talked to him, kind of caught him up, next morning, you guys decided to send him back with all of the villagers back to the town of Rhyme, and continue on towards the giant mountain. On midday or it was early evening. You guys came across a patrol of monsters and tried to sneak past them, could not, and ended up fighting them. And that is where we ended the session. You guys finished fighting those creatures. That being said, what would you guys like to do? Page.
So we met Espador again.
Yes.
And he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone again.
Yeah,
But he is supposed to catch up with us.
my arm.
We did!
Yes.
We did grab your armor! I think Silas grabbed it, actually.
We specifically stated.
Yep, that was Silas. Silas did that. He
Yep.
grabbed it.
I would love to come out half the board again. I also did the math on if I jumped up and coned down, it's basically every square you usually put on the board. And I was like, that's just too much. Fun. There you go. I was waiting for you to finish.
It'd be
that
very
sentence.
cool to see.
So we didn't see the horses, Nate 1 or Nate 2. No little skeletal wolves.
Nate
pulling
1
the
and
thing.
Nate 2. I forgot their names.
Those were the names.
Well, who's hurt?
This guy.
I'm alright.
Not too hurt.
18.
Yeah, I got a
Anybody
little.
else?
I got a tiny couple scratches on my face.
I'll take some.
Nope, I'm good.
19.
That puts me so close to full.
I'm still like 30 points away.
3.
I can heal more. That was just the.
No, I think I'm good.
The healers kept me going around and go bandage. And apparently you have to say bandage while you're going.
I wanted to take some potions out of the party loot.
Might as well. That or the sword.
Speaking of which, I still have like 2 potions in my pack.
So it is close to nightfall. It's up to you guys if you guys want to try and rest it or hike it. Understand that if you guys continue to hike and get to the cave entrance and it's days, the next morning you guys will incur exhaustion.
How far can we hike away from here without that happening? Like, can we get far enough away from here so that
Or like
if they come and find the patrol slaughtered,
Yeah.
we won't be nearby?
Yeah, you guys could walk for another couple hours before you had to,
Okay.
before you guys started incurring the exhaustion portion of that.
I'll walk over and pick up Juno's little fur ball and dust all the snow off of it, put it back in the bag.
Okay.
Just like heavy sigh. I'm gonna have to do something nice for these walkers.
Did we
But you can only do
like
something nice for 3 of
investigate
them.
the bodies or anything?
What's that?
Did we investigate the bodies or anything?
You guys have never investigated any of these creatures other than the first day that you guys fought.
Kaz
them.
is leaving.
I would like to investigate
I'm kidding.
the
I'm not
bodies.
We need to figure this out.
Okay.
So does anybody else need patching up?
I'll roll for investigation.
I'm 7 points down.
Huh?
I said I'm 7 points down.
Yeah, that's not worth me rolling.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
That is
My minimum is 16.
a 13.
13. You notice that the goblins, they look very similar to the ones you've already fought before, both in the village and before you guys climbed the mountain.
Do they have
giant-
any gear? I mean,
So they
What kind
do
of
have,
weapons
yeah,
they
they have, common-looking swords that are crudely made, kind of like Lord of the Rings. The goblins creating their mass, armor.
Like the orc swords.
Yeah, like the orc swords.
Yeah.
The giant looking creature, that one is a little bit different, and the axes do look a little bit nicer. Instead of like iron, they look like they're steel. So they're probably worth a little bit more. No real armor to say, but you also notice that in the giant creature there is a hole that is kind of bored underneath one of the plates of armor, and you can see the black ooze thing kind of trying to crawl out of it.
That it's trying to crawl out of it.
Yeah.
I would like to try and light it on fire.
Yeah, you're able to light it on fire. Yeah.
And what does it do?
At first, it kind of resists the fire. It almost kind of just continues to walk, but then after a while, the flames just consume it, and it slowly starts to die. You can kind of hear it, like, as it sizzles out.
After it sizzles out, I'm gonna step in it and just twist my foot a little bit.
Okay.
I want to use my foot to pry a weapon out from one of their hands and just roll it around on the ground and see if there's any of that ichor on it. Or
You do
pretty
also.
clean, crude weapon.
Sorry, you also find combined on all the creatures approximately 5 golden ingots. Nice.
A little bit.
Well, the equivalent of ingots. It's just they're in rock form, but
Okay.
combined together it would be that much.
Okay. And you wanted to try and grab a.
Oh yeah, the weapons, they have any of that black ooze on them? Is there anything funky about them, or are they just crude?
Now there's crude weapon.
I want to take all of them if I can.
Yeah.
I need some materials.
Do the creatures look like anything Kaz would recognize as being from the mountain and maybe like transformed in some way, or do they look like stuff that's completely
So-
foreign?
So the giants, they look like the frost giants that kind of roam around randomly up here, and the goblins not so much up on this part of the plain, ice plain that you guys are on to the giant mountain, but more in the mountain region
Yeah.
where you guys were climbing up. Those are pretty well known. They almost look very similar to the rock goblins that kind of just hide around in there, getting unsuspecting travelers or creatures that kind of get too close to their nest.
Now, does the black stuff that was on them, does that look like something that they normally have? That
No.
Kaz, so that would be.
Yeah, no. And you guys have already kind of correlated the black gunk to the stuff that you guys found when you guys were in that town with the vampiric type creatures.
Okay.
Is there any horns or like any horns to call out? Like, do they have anything on them to basically try and communicate with their?
Not that you can tell.
Okay. All right,
That's
that was
good.
the last thing I wanted to check.
That's a good thing to check for. That's
Thanks.
smart. Yeah.
Thanks.
Start pulling the random things on their uniform. Nope. We're good.
Why does that look like a giant's penis?
So if we had to put a number on a weapon salvage, how do I write that down?
You got 3 short swords and 2 giant axes.
Cool. Thank you. Been using a lot of materials and have not been backfilling.
Well, you guys haven't really been to a town where you guys have just kind of splurged on that type of stuff.
Or fought things that drop that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Not in a while, I think.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know the opportunity for heat metal doesn't come up all that often, because at least when I'm looking for armor and stuff. Probably could have here, but I think we knew that the fire wasn't hurting as much.
So we're gonna rest. No.
We'll walk and then rest.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Walk maybe
Yeah.
in an hour.
Okay.
And I will lag behind and make the effort cover as much of our
I'll help.
trail as possible.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and make a survival check.
I'll help him with that.
So who's leading then?
Are you leading the pack or are you staying?
I'm fine with you helping. I just
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Kaz with the
yeah. My assumption was Kaz was in the front.
Yeah,
I'm
Kaz
in
would
back,
be in the
and-
front. Never mind.
Oh. Pray for Oswald's guidance and hiding
I
such
think
things.
half of them leave next week.
25.
Yeah. Yeah, you've done a
I'm
pretty
fairly
good job.
decent.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna look at me for a second, and I'm like, "That's your job, man."
Like, is that good? Did you do a good
yeah,
job?
that's what. Because you kind of turned your head to me for a second, and I'm like, well, "Don't look at me."
I will lost control.
I was trying not to listen to that conversation. Because my ADHD is totally going off right now.
Or me too. Yeah.
So,
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
with that, you're able to cover your tracks and make it look like
I will.
just a nice dusting light fall snow has
Yeah.
kind of come over
Yeah.
where you guys were walking. The bodies, you didn't really try to hide them, but you
Oh, yeah,
did cover
no.
up the tracks
Otherwise, it'll
around them.
probably be a problem.
Yeah, I don't care about our trail coming to them. I'm just worried about our trail going away from them.
So, it takes you guys about an hour or so to find a nice little outcropping.
Yeah, that's
It kind of has a giant ice pillar sticking out that's kind of enclosed by 3 different sides to kind of give you guys a shelter. Although it is fairly flat, any type of light source would be visible unless you do your hut. Because I think it's the only thing that kind of covers that, right?
everything and all that.
Sorry, I was reading the description of the spell. You were saying so it's dark now?
Yeah,
Getting dark?
I think it was like 5:30, 6 o'clock, right
Yeah,
around
that
there
makes
when you finished. And so now you're about an hour and a half out. You're probably looking at 7:38.
Yeah, so I can give us an hour of extended dark vision if we think we need it.
No, not necessarily, but
I mean, I have plenty of light sources too, so
well, if you just
But
do the hut, then we can
yeah.
bed down in some level of
Where's the rest of
comfort.
your dice?
Yeah, that's a ritual, so
I
I
was
can,
watching
I can
Alyssa's
take
cats,
11
I
minutes
forgot
or
to
so
bring 'em.
and
I've been there all week.
circle like a dog until I make a 20-foot diameter dome.
That'll give Bond time to re-antiquate himself to his armor. Because I do remember that does require attunement.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, you guys have a long rest. You guys.
There's one thing I would like to do before we go to
sure.
sleep if we can.
Uh-huh.
I want to ask Pele if I can see the dagger.
And when we make the hut, then we use the
Do a
control
persuasion check.
water, just kind of keep spraying snow over the top of it.
Okay.
So we won't necessarily, it's going to be thin enough for us to kind of like, if you get up to the edge of the hut, you can kind of peer out. And I'll make a couple of windows, but mostly I just want it to look like another mound, a snowdrift of some type to
Make it
conceal
safe.
it.
Deception.
Deception?
Yeah, you're countering his persuasion with deception.
I'm not.
I don't even want to touch it, I just want to see it.
It's a nat 20.
Oh.
Well, it depends. It's up to you if you,
Yeah,
want,
yeah,
if you want to or not.
I'm just, I was wanting to use that as like, what would
So.
Pele like to, like, what would Pele, like, kind of use that as like how Pele would make her choice, I guess.
WPB.
She's gonna look at you and just ask you to promise to give it back.
I mean, you don't have to let it go, I just want to see it.
Yeah, man, no problem. Let me know what's up.
I'm gonna unsheath it and hand it over to him.
No, you're fine.
Okay, I'll hesitantly take it, and
As you do, you see us.
I get all of them. Oh no. So one thing I have a question about because of the material component on this, it seems like it's split between something that's consumed and something that's not. The consumed part is incense worth at least 250 gold points. I don't have any incense on me. Is that something I can make?
What's the spell?
Legend lore. It's like identify plus.
Yeah, that's something that I would say that your arcane focus would allow you to bypass that?
Maybe because it's close to the sunlight transition. I do both my spiritual amulets, or actually I only have one amulet. I really need to make another holy symbol. I need to ask Saw about what the holy symbol should be.
Just get one with like it's a flippy.
Yeah, Two-Face.
Or like one of those cool old Burger King toys that, like the Star Wars toy with the box, and you turn it one way and it was Yoda's head. You turn it the other way and it's Darth Vader's head.
Just a little face that
Like,
flips.
I was
like a little
gonna say
mirror.
it should be like a mood ring. So when it changes and he changes, it changes.
Or the flippy head Power Ranger toys.
I thought he was already doing like the He-Man one where his little face just changes.
Oh, Manny faces?
Twilight!
Manny faces?
Who are you
Yep.
guys?
Hmm?
Who are you guys?
Gond and Saw, S-A-H. So I would like to cast Legend Lore. It's a 10-minute 5th level spell. I name or describe a person, place, or object. The spell brings to your mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the thing you named. The lore might consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that has never been widely known. If the thing you named isn't of legendary importance, you gain no information. The more information you already have about the thing, the more precise and detailed the information you receive is. The information you learn is accurate but might be couched in figurative language. For example, if you have a mysterious magic axe on hand, the spell might yield this information. Woe to the evildoer whose hand touches the axe, for even the half slices the hand of the evil ones. Alright, that goes on and on and on. But it seems like it's just to identify with extra information. About something that's particularly legendary.
Does that like only work on that item they're using it on?
But you can use it on people and places.
Well, I didn't know if it was like activated and then you could like check every item that we have.
No, it's single target. This is target can be multiple things.
So we're just basically using the touchpad on the PS5 to activate lore. Final 16.
Google image search, what is this?
I'm so mad. Listen, I fell asleep. I started playing that at midnight. I fell asleep like 30 minutes after I messaged you.
Aww. I'm so far in it.
I'm not. I can't. I'm gonna play it till tomorrow. So after work.
It's so good.
What are you playing?
New
Final
Final
Fantasy
Fantasy.
16.
Is that out?
Yes.
Yeah.
PS5.
I
Are you
bought
behind
it.
the times?
I bought it
No, I'm
twice.
stuck playing
just so I
Zelda
could play it
still.
at midnight.
Zelda's very good.
I wanted the
played Zelda
physical
for all of,
copy,
like 7 minutes,
and I wanted to play it at
sucked
midnight.
into it so
So I bought
bad,
it twice.
and then I got sucked into Diablo 4.
Same. I'm on Diablo 4 right now.
Apparently,
What do you
2 or
put?
3 good things came out this
really?
week, as I hear from all my
I was doing like straight werebear.
Yeah,
It's
I'm doing like it's kind of like a lightning hybrid right now. He's got like the storm surge attack or whatever, and then like when he's not doing that, he's like shooting out tornadoes that just go and kill everything.
nice. Okay, it was a lot of fun.
You can also do that in Final Fantasy 16.
I believe you. I really want to.
Can't do anything.
It's just
You got by
I
it.
don't have a modern system.
oh.
Same.
I know my brother, he doesn't
This,
have
but it doesn't
PS5.
come on PC for another year.
Yeah. Which is crazy.
It's normal.
Yep. Time exclusives.
And as bad as Final Fantasy VII, whatever they called it, was on when it first launched on PC. Yeah, remake. They added extra words, integrate and some other
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
As bad as it was as launch.
That's
please
that's
take
the
year.
that's the game with the Yuffie DLC.
Yeah, so they gave it basically some DLC that extended it. But
So
like,
that's
They
basically like
made
the
it
game of the
80
year
extra
edition.
gigs. That's all I know.
I haven't played that one yet. Now that I have PlayStation 5, I can play
And to
it.
finish it. Wait, the DLC or the game?
The DLC.
Okay, yeah.
I've beat the game and I was in the middle of New Game
I
Plus.
platinumed the game, and I'm finished the DLC. And I'm playing through it on hard right now, but I keep getting distracted with other games.
Yep. My brother's upset I haven't been playing Final Fantasy Online. I'm behind him in the story, and I was like, I don't know what to tell you. I'll get there.
What are we waiting for?
Hold on,
him
I'm
to
trying.
look for it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Legend Lore
I
is
probably should have given you a heads up about me potentially casting that spell.
Yeah, that would have been a little bit nice, so I had something a little prepared because it is a.
I just figured we had it for so long that we had some stuff ready for it.
in his back pocket.
I mean, I have the stuff that I've already given out. I haven't really done anything else with it because no one was using it for a while except for the last game. So.
I didn't use it last game. I used it 2 games ago. Wait, was it last game? No, it wasn't. Because we ended after I used it. That's right. Figured it out full circle.
Just do Saz symbol and glow in the dark paint. So that it automatically switches over.
Oh, you're still stuck on that?
Yeah, I
That's
was
good.
gonna make it.
That's pretty funny. I like that.
It's a really great thing. Oh wait, we have paint.
I was
You
about
gotta
to
use
make
that
it
paint.
complicated.
I got magic chalk.
Oh, chocolate.
It's so brilliant.
My brother
Almost
just
stressed
found
me
out that I had created all these items on his D&D Beyond. He's like, you left them as public. And I was like, did it matter? He's like, yeah, because now my people have gotten those spells thinking that they're actual spells. And I was like, I'm so sorry.
And I'm fine if you want to like circle back to it. I just wanted to use that 5th level slot before we went to sleep.
Can I have some of your whiskey? You mind?
Yeah, let me do a little stuff with it because there's a couple things that I wanted to combine.
Get out, human, get out.
Yeah, right.
Burglar.
How
Dare you?
A chihuahua barked at me as I was coming up the road, and I was like, I figured you were gonna do that.
Well, what was up with that rattlesnake?
Oh, I went past a pile of leaves, and it made a lot more noise than a pile of leaves should. So, my best guess is there is a dumb rattlesnake in the middle of the road trying to be warm on a warm day.
Wow.
Like, it wasn't next to a sewer grate or anything, and it was just making a big old vibrating noise, and I'm like, we're over here.
Could have been something else.
Good thing I was already going 18 miles an hour, trying to be not late. The bartender was really smart about how she asked. She said, hey, I need some shotgun shells. I was like, text me what kind. I'll go to CVS.
I watched a 5-minute craft video that was so stupid. And they like made this whole like necklace that was like super intricate and like really pretty for it to be a tampon holder around this girl's neck. And like just the tampon, not the casing or anything. And I was like, why?
Just
So
the cotton on the string.
there's a
Trying to
YouTube channel
keep
I
it
watch
handy, but
that like debunks the
Decorative?
5-minute craft
Yeah, but
and
if
stuff
you
like
don't have
that.
the shell part on it.
And like some of the stuff that they debunk
So
is
it's
there's
a
super
one
dangerous.
one like that.
Like some of the stuff that they
I'll
get
just
that
spend
they're
so
telling
much
people
time
to do, and it's like kids that watch their channel.
Yeah,
But some of the stuff they tell
that's
people to
what
do,
I
it's
use.
like microwave this, and it's like, man, your microwave's gonna explode.
They want you to melt aluminum a lot
Yeah.
of the times. And I'm like, no.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get my crucible real quick.
Don't you have
It's
one?
weird because watching him on like
I do,
Facebook and
but
stuff,
I guess-
Yeah.
I figure you probably
What?
it feels like I'm watching porn. Like it's so cheesy,
Uh,
and I shouldn't be watching it.
the only time,
The
only time,
it's actually a fetish
Yeah.
channel.
the only time I ever see him
Cheesy, I'll give
is,
it.
I was
It's
definitely
public,
on board
it's
until
the
you
only
said
time I ever
Yeah.
see him now though is when people use them and they stitch the TikTok videos with them. That's the only time I ever see him though.
really funny.
Also, the other theory that 5-minute crafts is actually a fetish channel.
I've heard that.
And when you see how many times they're showing feet and weird stuff, you start going, are they?
I don't like that you put that in my head now.
I like that you put
I don't like
feet
that
and
he
weird
called
stuff
feet
separate.
weird stuff. What do you mean weird stuff? I feel like I have to defend it.
I feel like that was kind of telling.
Listen, I think if you guys think feet
I
are
don't
weird,
like- I don't
you're in-
like feet.
You're in for an awakening.
Yeah. You have not touched.
Someone tells me they're in the feet, I'm like, cool, I can get money out of you.
You're lucky I have to.
Wait, so does it actually have to give you like an actual like? It's gonna describe something to you, right? It can't show you something.
The spell brings to your mind a brief summary of the significant lore about it. It might consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or secret lore that has never been widely known.
I feel like
So you
that's
could
it.
get a
That could
little
be visual.
Yeah, it could be.
Stage
Okay.
play about
It could be
it
like
or anything.
flashes
It's
or
just
something.
all.
Okay.
It's just not specifics. It's things.
Okay.
Might be like flashes
Basically,
of memories.
all right.
What do you want
Yeah.
to tell us about it?
You know what? This is gonna.
It doesn't give you the specs of PS5, but it's like some guy describing what a PS5 is like for you.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
It's alright.
And you might have never, in any other way, heard this guy do this.
So
It's a fun
at
spell.
first, when you cast the spell on the dagger, you see the dagger almost kind of wobble for a second, almost as if it was trying to resist the spell. As it sits there and kind of slowly simmers back down and rests back in your hand after casting it, your vision kind of glosses over. Everyone can see that your eyes have kind of like turned to this white, almost glaucomic looking haze that comes over your eyes. As it does, you can hear a small hammer cleaning on an anvil. As the vision starts to focus and only you can see, you see a very white, almost albino looking individual whose eyes are as clear as the water that's kind of all around this individual as he's hammering onto this anvil. As you get closer to the image, you can see that his eyes actually start to, instead of having sclera and a pupil, almost has like this swirling echo of some sort kind of in his eyes as he's working. You can see on the anvil is the beginning of the dagger. It is a piece of unrefined looking onyx, as well as a couple of other materials that are being heated in a very peculiar way. You working with forges know that normally fire, heat, something to that effect. This is not. This looks more ethereal in kind of nature that is warping the metal that is being engulfed in this furnace. As the individual pulls out pieces, you can actually see him hammering on the metal, and as he does, you can see images flashing in his mind, like right above it, kind of turning into threads as they kind of get woven into the dagger. As such, you can see little rune glyphs almost kind of start to embed themselves on the metal, and then later on the blade itself. Afterwards, each image kind of disappears, and as it does, the glyph slowly fades away, leaving almost like this purplish silver carving in the blade. And then after a few moments, the blade is pristine, and you can actually start to see it take shape as he starts to do this. For a few moments, he stops and he kind of looks in your direction, and as he does, you can see what looks to be like this golden mouth that is kind of on his forehead as he looks in your direction and kind of cocks his head to the side. And then you feel a wave of psychic energy just come across, and your vision kind of goes back. That's what you get.
That was very cool. Thank you. Am I able to? I wanted, as much as Swage was trying to pay attention to the dagger because it's forging, and he's not familiar with the methods and the materials and stuff, but he's trying to ignore that as much as he can and just focus on the crafter, the craftsman, and try to figure out. So it was like an albino-looking humanoid.
Yes.
Anything that recalls in my memory about it? Anything look familiar?
Trying to think if you would have.
a certain race that I would recognize? I was getting tiefling vibes from the way you're describing it, but
I mean, similar-ish, but no horns. They didn't have any horns. Their hair was as white as snow. The individual wore very plain-looking clothing, like almost something you would wear if like you were just gonna go out for the day. You know, a nice pair of clean slacks. And a nice shirt type deal, just very comforting, plain white, almost like their skin. They had wrappings, like leather wrappings that went from their forearm or from their bicep all the way down to their wrist. Brazil, come here. Come. They also had what you could tell was wrappings that went around their legs. Same leather. If you're trying to pinpoint race, I would say you may not have come across them in the astral, but you may have heard of them. Go ahead and give me a history check.
7.
7.
Beautiful.
No.
Definitely tiefling.
Yeah. I would say I would say you're probably thinking maybe a tiefling. Yeah. But you do. I will say that you probably had enough enough information to maybe do a sketch if you wanted.
It's a discernible gender.
Yeah, it was actually, from what you could tell, very feminine.
Feminine?
Feminine.
Man, I put man.
Feminine.
Feminine. Very hungry lady.
But the one thing that does stick out in your head is that golden mouth.
Thank you very much.
Yep. That was on the forehead. At first, it almost looked like a tattoo of some sort, but then you notice as you kind of replay the memory in your mind that it wasn't a tattoo because it was actually almost projected from the forehead. It wasn't like a piece that stuck out. It literally was like just an energy type feeling projecting from the forehead that looked like a small mouth of some sort.
Is there anything I recognize about the surrounding room or surrounding scene, or is it just like a generic forge, or is it outdoors
You
at all?
weren't able
or-
to really tell on that, yeah.
Probably
You
too
were
focused
mostly
on it.
focused on the forging of the dagger.
Okay.
Yeah, and it still does baffle you the way that she was heating the metal, or doing whatever with the metal, like how she got it hot enough to actually get it to do what she wanted to do, because there was no heat, there was no flame, just that weird energy that she was using.
Okay. So being blasted with the psychic energy, Swage drops the dagger, like shaking hands into the snow, and just like rubs at his forehead, and then picks it up out of the snow and hands it back.
Yeah, I would definitely say you do have a cold sweat going. That was probably pretty intense.
Well,
You okay there, buddy?
maybe. I saw the craftswoman. She saw me. She looked back. I don't like that.
She saw you?
She looked right into my eyes with her 2 eyes and a mouth on her forehead.
Was there a mouth where her mouth was?
I think it blew me a kiss. But
The
there was
forehead
a
mouth
golden,
or her mouth?
I wasn't looking at her mouth. I was looking at the top mouth. It was, I don't like any of this.
So she had 2 mouths,
Yep. I think.
not just one.
I'm
on
gonna
her
write this down. I'll tell you more once I figure it out. Be careful with that thing, please.
albino.
Anybody know any albino hornless tieflings?
Albino. What?
Albino hornless tieflings.
Albino. Can you draw a picture?
Yep. Pretty good at that. I'll just use some charcoal and
Yeah, don't use the magic chalk.
in my sketchbook and just sketch out the negative areas so she'd appear just like stark white with some shadows and try to draw the little
Okay, go ahead and
mouth
make me a
as good as I can.
performance check.
10 plus. Do I get to add my proficiency bonus to this?
Are
Or
you
no?
proficient
In sketching?
well
Is that a
in
thing? I don't know.
performance?
Not in performance particularly, no. So 12.
12. This is actually just a rough drawing of what you.
Shit, I drew the mayonnaise lady.
You were more focused on the eyes when you started your drawing.
And the top mouth.
And that's what you got. Kind of as a start. The rest of it's kind of a little bit more. Kind
Can
of.
we help him? Like sketch artist style, going this, that versus this and that versus like where eyes this close together or
Yeah.
this.
But that's probably like the most prominent piece is the eyes that you were able to kind of get.
You know, it's kind of fitting because I kind of tied Swage's artistry to the forge domain side of him, and he's not in that right now, so instead I'll just use disguise self and make myself look exactly like that person.
Okay.
Kind of throw my notebook out to the side. Not out the dome, just like at my feet. I can watch.
No, I wouldn't. I couldn't get that to generate a mouth on the forehead.
That's pretty good though.
Mirror, like this. Oh god, yeah.
Kind of fucked up.
I'm gonna reach up and try and poke the second mouth.
Don't swage under there. We know that much.
It's
I make it
just-
look like it's biting you.
Oh, that's so gross. I'm gonna have nightmares again.
Oh shit! What the hell did I do with the picture?
Oh, but the game is like a lot like Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I got that vibe from the demo for sure.
Have you ever played Shadow Hearts Covenant 2?
I don't think I played the second one down.
It reminds me a lot of that game, and that's like my all-time favorite game. I was like, this is great.
Yeah, that's close enough to what I was thinking. Except I don't want you to do a web file, please.
Now something's there. Something's there. Oh no, it's gone.
Can't get the damn thing to pull up. Shit.
Oh no. Okay, it's okay. It's gone.
It's okay.
It's gone.
It's gone.
I'm just trying to get some image.
This is the crew shirt.
Do what?
This is the crew shirt.
Oh, that's just the crew shirt.
Yeah,
And that's $100.
that's
Somebody's getting fired.
crazy.
Ah, they're just crew though.
Wow,
It's
there's
not a manager.
There's so many on here that they're selling. I mean, I think it's the same person, but
Freaking mistake. Using the same eBay account to sell multiple things you're not supposed to sell.
Okay, well I can't find the picture. Shit.
That's alright. Would anybody else?
Well, if you didn't care
recognize-
whether you got fired or not.
when he does turn into it,
Try to figure out who it is or what
Yeah.
that is.
can I roll a history check or Arcana?
I as well.
Yep.
Or
What?
can I help since I have a
What
plus 9
arena?
in history?
I can roll Arcana.
I have a plus 9 in history.
I can roll any of them. Need to know which one I need to roll.
If I know exactly what I'm looking for, and I utilize one of my tools to help me find it, then it doubles my proficiency.
What do you take calipers up?
Oh yeah, I got a -20 medicine. So
These are my tools, man.
I need my tools. Where's my
I want my
magnifying?
expertise.
My magnifying glass. My magnifying glass is my expertise.
this is why I keep getting those little things
That's
in
why
me
you need
thinking I'm
some
okay.
of those
It's like, yeah, no, it just hurts.
bangles that I got for him.
I have a magnifying glass. It's just a simple magnifying glass. That literally just, I only use it just so that I can get my expertise.
He's got this set of bangles on bottom that gives him tool proficiencies. And use your expertise on them.
Oh, I think I got it. I think I got it. I think I got it.
So for you, it'd be like
Yeah,
whatever
I've been meaning to write-
whatever tools I don't have.
Okay,
Now I have
gotcha.
tools.
I've been meaning
I
to
just
write a
make
bunch of
tools I can
RP stuff about Swage making all the tool sets from the bangles because I don't have any of the tool sets. I can make them all. I have plenty of the spells for it. It's
I
like
can't
writing
look
an
at
RP
them.
is-
What the hell is wrong with you? That's still
Which I
depending
don't
on
know
what
how that
skill
works.
that
I like
is.
that.
It's
Look
still
at
like a
this.
I can
thought
just
that-
make
I
a
thought that
tool.
was a 3.
I
It
can
was a
just make a
13.
tool set.
Oh, like that? It takes me an hour.
I just make tool sets.
Nice. I'll remember that then. Maybe I'll.
Have you got the artificer one that increases your DCs? It's the everyday tool.
Yeah.
Out of
I think that's the one I
out of the book that the artificers are in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that thing is such a fun toy.
Yeah.
Here you go. Just imagine really wider.
Like powder.
Hmm?
Like powder?
Yeah.
And a mouth on her forehead.
Full on a golden mouth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gold now.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
But that's what she looks like.
Were you doing history? Arcana?
I did history, but I have plus 11 in everything, so it's the same number regardless. So I got a 14 because plus 11 doesn't matter when your dice go.
Okay.
Guide Pele and add a D4 to it.
That's how I got 14.
Wait, look at it from this angle.
Did you roll one?
Don't focus on the mouth. That probably wasn't there.
$22
22.
for Arcana.
You think it's like a cross between a tiefling and an elf? Is your guess?
Yeah.
Haley, as you look at it, you notice that it is not a tiefling and it's not an elf. You know that for a fact. Deep down, as you see the picture of this person, you can actually feel a connection with the dagger at that point. It almost like calls to you when you see that, and you just get one word, and that is, sorry, 2 words, memory eater.
Was she decked out in like smithing stuff, like apron and
Leather
tools?
wrappings. She had leather wrappings and on her forearms and legs and wispy white clothing. Otherwise, I think pretty plain.
So your disguise self has all of that. Though.
Yeah. Power of our
Can I tell anything about a time period for the clothing, a clothing style?
Yeah, you know, it was right around the time that the spell scar came in.
When it first started
When it first
spreading.
started. Yep.
The metal was cold black. I've never seen that before.
I tell you what,
Pele,
Some time ago, because the spell scar was thousands of years ago.
Pele's gonna like hurt her shoulders. And, like,
Everything is information. I'll figure out more later, I guess.
There was no fire. It was like the psychic fog from the astral plane just coalescing and building into the dagger. It was made without heat. That's unnatural.
Magic.
pretty unnatural. Oh, no, this is
Don't stab anything else with it. Or if you want to, maybe just talk to one of us first and just see if it's a good idea or a bad idea. You want a mouth on your forehead?
I don't want a mouth on my forehead.
I say that with my mouth on my forehead.
It's there's this thing about it. It feels sentient and like there's a connection.
Like Ash's sword, the one I wanted to melt before. I will melt this one eventually.
Yeah,
When you're sick of it.
it's like a
It
really
probably won't melt.
strange feeling. I wasn't made with heat. Can it be destroyed with heat?
We could test that.
I don't know if I want to. It's like, and how Paley says
Fire
it,
works for
it's
most
not,
things.
It's not very much like she's against it, but she's like not for it. Like she's teetering on the logic behind like why we shouldn't, and that she doesn't want to. If that makes any sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
Paley's gonna lay back and roll over and say, "Good night."
We're gonna stand our watches.
Okay. First watch.
I'll go first watch.
Oh, you know, we have a list somewhere, don't we? Do we have a list of whose watches in what order?
No.
We've gained and lost people, so
Probably should though.
might
Okay.
be useful.
Go ahead and roll me a D20.
Also, Swage is usually on last watch, so you can be up for the sun.
I'm normally the middle watch.
I usually just write down in my notes who takes what watch and then what if anything they saw.
Just do it on the whole. It's easier that
Two.
way.
With the last couple of days, this is actually the first kind of like actual, not stressful watch and rest that everyone's getting. So you kind of let your mind wander a little bit. You're remembering your conversations with Espador and just everything that's happened, rescuing those people, kind of being that hero that you kind of want to play in the back of your mind, kind of coming to fruition a little bit. But other than that, nothing really seems to go on during your watch that you can tell.
Okay.
Okay. Next watch.
I'll go second.
Okay.
Um, 25.
25. This being your homeland, you kind of are on a natural kind of instinct to kind of stay focused. Even the snow kind of messing with your eyesight a little bit doesn't even really hinder your focus. You don't get tunnel vision. You're able to kind of continually span your vision and horizon to sweep to make sure nothing approaches you guys, at least from the cone area that you can visibly see. You don't really dwell about anything other than maybe your spat with Pele for the briefest of moments before you kind of push it out of your mind. moving towards your end goal, which is to rescue the people that have been captured and stop whatever's going on. Okay, last watch.
It's just perception. 14.
14. You do see some movement off in the distance, but nothing that's coming towards you. It looks like it's either moving away or kind of passing you guys, not really paying any attention, as your dome kind of prevents any of the light being shown from maybe a little bit of campfire that you guys have built going on, or whatever you're using to keep yourself warm.
Yeah, so the dome itself is translucent from the inside out, but it's opaque. You can't see it from, but it just becomes whatever color I want, so I just camouflage it to white or whatever.
Yeah.
And I can make it dim or light or cold or warm. Well, I think it just stays warm inside the.
Okay.
So regardless of the stuff outside, it just stays warm in there.
Yeah. Other than that, you don't really have any real threats that come towards you guys. But your mind kind of wanders a little bit as you're sitting there for, the 4 to 5 hours that you're on watch before everyone starts to wake up. Thinking about that vision, of course, it's
Sketching it now that I'm in my right mind.
yeah, in the foremost of your mind. But even then, it's kind of overshadowed by just the events of the last couple of days. Kind of takes its toll on you. Seeing some of the stuff kind of hits. Kind of adjusting your focus a little bit. So, yeah, nothing's close, nothing really happens, but you definitely have that moment of faltering on watch. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just up early doing my prayers and putting my armor shit back on. And
Okay. Alright, it is now morning. You guys have had a long rest, so reset all your shit. And Kaz, it'll take you guys probably until about midday to get to the mountain.
And all our strength is back from being sapped before, right? That was
Yep.
just like a long rest.
Alright.
Alright, Cass. Lead the way, we'll follow.
Well, I don't know where I'm going. No, I'm just kidding.
I've been following you.
I
I
was
can
like,
match that. I don't know where we are.
Bob, do you ever?
Some of
I'll
them
raise
don't-
that. I don't know when we are.
Some of you don't
Are
know.
you?
No, no.
Are
Some
you
of you
used to
don't
this
know
one?
who you are.
I don't even know how old I am, okay?
Alright.
Yeah, so
Alright.
go ahead towards the mountain.
As you guys finish packing up your stuff and begin to set out, of course checking to make sure there's no patrols in the area, you guys are able to abscond off in between a patrol that passes by. You guys start to move at a pretty decent speed. As Kaz knows you're getting closer. About an hour or two into your hike, everyone go ahead and make a perception check.
Strange.
21.
15.
23.
20.
11.
Okay, anyone who... Oh, what'd you get, Ma?
16.
16. Anybody who rolled over a 15, you're able to hear this. Just thunderous crashing kind of going on, echoing out from what you can visibly see now is just this giant mountain and kind of a couple of other smaller mountains off to the side. You can start to see snow tops kind of landsliding down a couple of these smaller mountains. Even up at the top of the big one, you can kind of start to see chunks of rock kind of fall as they do. They hit the ice and ground with such force that it just explodes craters of ice and snow up in the air, probably about 20 or 30 feet. and the crashing and what sounds like thunder just echoing through the canyon that you guys are in, basically. Does not seem like it is slowing down, nor does it sound like it's stopping anytime soon.
And that was anybody that rolled a 15 and up,
Yep.
or 16. Okay,
15 and up.
that's a lot of going on in there.
Is it coming out of the cave mouth?
No, it sounds like it's coming from either behind or somewhere around, not in the mountain, but kind of like. So if you have the big mountain, you can see some smaller mountains kind of create like this little bit of another like dome, kind of barrier around.
Cul-de-sac.
Yeah, almost. And in that back part is kind of where it's like echoing out of. It just gets amplified as
Can
it comes
we
across.
feel it from the ground? Is the ground vibrating in you?
Oh yeah, there's definitely a rumble on the ground. Nothing that's like throwing you off or anything like that. It's just each pound or impact kind of causes these vibrations. Almost similar to when you guys were in the cave and the giant was it dragon scorpion thing or spider thing that you guys fought.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with the giant white worm.
Do we have anything that can scout ahead?
With the spyglass. Take a closer look.
I mean, like an animal we can send out or
I
something.
can pull out 6 animals right now. You want me to do that?
Can you
Yeah.
I can,
Well, from one bag, I don't trust them.
I don't
those
think we should
bags
trust
are
any of
okay.
them at this point because the purple ones are all kinds of fucked up.
Yeah, I don't trust the purple ones at all.
Jesus. You have to sell that bag and get a new one.
Eventually, we'll win the displacer beast over. Maybe. I don't know. We
We'll
pissed
have
that one off less
We
than
have to
June.
stop killing them before they get a chance to
That's
talk.
the thing. Yeah.
Maybe I won't remember.
If it was nighttime, I could turn into a bat, but it's daytime right now.
You turn into a bat when
Yep.
it gets nighttime? I like bats. How far away is it from the course that we're on to the entrance of the cave? That sound. Where it's like,
You think you'd be
Probably
like
looking at
pale during the day,
maybe
but not
another
at night.
2 or 3 hours until you reach the cave entrance or the mountain
My grill is like.
Do we see the
where
control?
everyone
In
is
case we
being
can
taken.
Find a werewolf, I need to do
and
better.
that
This
sound
is
is like
why
coming
I
off
keep
like
this
how
on
far from
me.
there? The sound is coming from. How
Yeah,
far
it's
away?
coming from. Well, you can't really judge how far because it's echoing and it's kind of traveling.
Are we still
Okay.
following the trail that was created by the sacrifices, as I started calling them?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then we just keep going and keep an eye out for trolls, I guess.
Have another sacrifice.
I still have no idea what you guys are talking about.
No,
Oh, let's be.
I've had enough sacrifices today.
Well, I don't know half the time
You guys
what
are
you're talking about. Okay.
Hearing something? I don't know what you guys are talking
Yeah, the snow. And the
Put your hand down.
whispers.
about. I'm gonna go back to working on my thing now.
Well, shoot, I hope it's not a gold dragon because I can't sense those anymore. Got the dragon turtle armor back.
Yes, but now you can dive off the side of a mountain and just like pull yourself in and skip all the way to the mountain. You can do that with Dragon Armor.
Okay.
We really should have chased the gold one. I've never seen the gold one. It's quite fun.
I pointed it out.
Oh.
I don't think
Y'all
chasing,
didn't
There's
see
other
it?
things to do.
I don't think
It's not
that
my fault.
those
Could only I see it?
chasing those is not a good idea. They don't like to be chased. They take it unkindly. We'll just continue on. Just hopefully more. How far away do we think the sound is? It's like hours versus half an hour versus.
Yeah, like I was telling Pele, it's about 2 hours to get to the mountain from where you guys are
So
currently.
Start being stealthy in about an hour and a half. Like the last half hour or so.
If you want to.
I mean, we can try. We've tried it before and failed, and that's okay, so we can accept failure as a consequence.
Better than the hello.
Damn crows.
Yeah,
Did you hear the
Yeah.
crows? I saw the crows. crows. Not a foreboding sign.
I like natural sounds for my things.
And
They're
little
less
children
off-putting.
saying hello, or
It's less off-putting to me than ding.
What?
Hello.
Yeah.
It's more scared than that.
He likes
Hello?
natural sounds in an unnatural
You know
state.
It doesn't raise my
I'm
anxiety.
just
sorry.
I'm just gonna go ahead and accept
I'm
that our minds work in two different tracks.
I'm sorry, as a member of the Latinos Against Spooky shit, bro,
It's
I'd
a
rather
very
hear
powerful
the
consortium.
ding
I wouldn't mess with them.
than somebody in the woods going, hello?
Oh, you know what's the
Uh-huh.
best? When you're alone and it's
Nope.
you got the lights off. Just yell into the darkness.
Watching
Hello.
Annabelle.
Just psych yourself up. It's fun.
Yeah, my eyes would shoot up and all I could hear is red brown.
No, do it to yourself. Just look into the darkness and go.
I'm an
Hello.
old-fashioned guy. My shit just vibrates. I don't need to hear it.
I definitely thought it was like an actor out of
They're like, why do you never answer your phone? Because I don't have to. It's my phone.
Yeah. I get
That's what I told my boss. He's
Leave
like,
me alone.
why don't you answer your phone? I said, it's my phone. I don't have to answer it. It's like, oh, well, if I need to get in touch with you, eventually I'll get back in touch with
you can pay me to get in touch with me if you want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
that.
Well, she said this while I was at work.
Oh, wait.
I'm going like,
I'm not
I'm here, aren't
we're
I?
specifically not supposed to look
We
at
got
our
our
phones
puncture this
while
time.
we're
I'm
at
not sure
work.
why.
They were intentional?
Maybe, but I think I cooked in the same amount of time. I'm not
I
sure.
don't
The
know.
pain was
There's
different.
none left. I don't think. I think Bailey got the last two. So
I'm gonna take it.
no, I'm good. No, I was just. No,
He was
I'm
just
good.
pointing
I'm
it out so
sacrificed.
everyone would
No,
know.
I was just letting him know that apparently they were good enough that everybody ate them.
I definitely
Oh,
need to
yeah.
get
Problem is, I
a.
tried them that one time.
Yeah,
I definitely need to get a
Yeah.
smaller pan.
Downhill.
it's
That's the
nothing
best
against
thing.
it's nothing against
Last
cows
time
because
we
I've
grinded,
eaten them
I did
before.
two back
But my
Yeah,
thing
I
is
either-
I don't.
Yeah, I either need to get a smaller pan or
I
double
put on weight,
double
I
so-
have diabetes.
When I
So,
did the
I
Belgian,
Yeah.
did like two different brownies
Uh-huh.
and like layered them
So
on top
the
of
sweets
each other.
I like are the sweet
Yeah.
drinks.
And I work at a cookie shop. Even worse. Where I have to stare at them all freaking day long.
Yeah.
My problem was that,
All right.
was that I tried it. I should have
So-
tried them.
As
We're
you
gonna keep
guys,
walking.
are you guys gonna try and stealthily, or are you guys just gonna?
Not for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, the last half an hour, right?
That is my suggestion.
Yes.
Okay.
That should, or unless we see a patrol before then.
Okay.
Wouldn't it?
All right.
I really wish we had something that could fly and look around. That is not on my list of tricks.
As you guys begin to, are you looking for something alcoholic to drink?
I have to start kissing and hugging.
So I
and
have
stuff
that one
to
beer
drink.
in there, and then I have a
Go
Yingling
from the carnival.
in here.
If it was an imp, I would have been all over it. Which
Yeah.
sounds kind of sick, but I'd rather have an imp than a pseudo-drink.
Well, I have margarita.
That's cute.
Ooh,
Remember, pretty cool cook?
beach breezy.
For the top and the bottom.
Oh, I haven't talked before.
Keep
It's
it
a
fresh.
It actually clips on.
So
Also,
it
I'm at
keeps
a
it
bar,
fresh.
so I don't like
No,
that.
Oh
go
yeah,
sit.
yeah, it's fair.
We're not going to drug you. It's okay.
I've been
I don't want to open drinks because you know my roofies are in the game.
I forgot.
I've been roofied
And then I
before,
got the
so
liquor and stuff over
I
there.
try and cover my drinks whenever I can. It was not a good time. I was quoting like every Bible verse I knew to my friend on the ride home, and I know a lot of Bible verses.
So you turned
And
into
she-
a drunk Christian?
Yeah.
Hello. All right. As you guys begin to get closer to the mountain, the sounds of what's going on start to get a little bit louder as you guys get closer. When you guys are about half an hour away, you can see the entrance of this cave. Kaz, you've been here before, so you know this is kind of like a holy ground that you're getting ready to set up on. You can actually see over off, probably about 200 yards away from the mouth cave entrance, your old village, the one that you left or were shunned by. You can see fires, kind of smoke billowing from parts of the village. As it being one of the bigger, more central Goliath strongholds, you know that if it has fallen, then everybody's in danger. And that's probably about another 30 minutes away from where you are as you're getting closer to the mouth. You can still see the tracks and everything coming in and out in the direction you guys are heading. As you guys are getting closer to, you also notice sounds of thunder and crashing aren't
And the thunder
natural
Lightning
in the sense of
And the love grows cold.
element or weather conditions. You can hear metal crashing. You can hear what sounds like wood splintering. And over some of the tops of some of the smaller mountains, you can see what looks like little explosions of some sort kind of going off behind the side. And you can see the top of a very giant looking club that is being swung that almost looks like a ram's head as it comes crashing down somewhere behind the mountain. You can see this kind of furry top of some sort kind of shrugging towards something that in the background is very dark because it kind of almost sucks the light away from where it's at, and you can just hear enraged bellowing, something you've heard before, but only in dreams.
Kaz, I'm hoping that's a friend of yours.
Yes. Not. It's
Is that a question?
friendly.
Okay.
An acquaintance.
But
What is that?
they don't. If we don't have to fight it, I think that's a good thing.
No. I hope not.
Heard. Hope not.
Shouldn't have to. Shouldn't be a problem.
I don't like that.
What is that?
I don't
Kavaki?
like
What
you're
is
saying.
happening over
I
there?
wonder if I should insight your level of confidence on that. Should be a problem.
I mean, I'm still in pretty good standing with him. I think it'll be okay. Like,
Alright.
you guys ever talk to him?
Talk to who?
You guys might be in trouble. Then
No.
you might be in a little bit of trouble.
We'll see.
I am having trouble jumping.
As you guys are all saying this, as you guys are jogging towards the mountain, as these crashes and thunderous sounds kind of continue, after a few moments, you guys get closer to the entrance of this cave. You don't see any guards standing out on the outside. Just a darkness, kind of almost a void, if you will, that kind of buries between the light and the entrance of this cave. In a few moments after seeing this, you just see kind of the mountain off to the side on the right hand kind of almost explode as this giant figure kind of crashes through. Not so much falling, but more like gracefully landing as he kind of skids himself with his giant hammer looking battle club, bracing himself, and you can just see furrows of ice kind of just billowing out around him as he kind of stands back up straight. And for the first time, you can see in the background just complete and utter darkness. And inside the darkness is this outline of a shadowy looking creature that kind of just encompasses what looks to be like a humanoid looking figure. Like, imagine Frieza, but without any facial features, just the outline of Frieza is kind of what is standing in this void looking space. There's no stars, there's no nothing, it's just straight empty blackness, minus the shadowy figure outline of this thing as it starts to kind of walk towards where Kaz knows Kavaki is standing. He's probably about 150, 200 feet away from you guys as you guys are getting closer to the entrance of the mouth of this cave. What would you guys like to do?
How tall is the figure? Like,
Uh,
how big are these two figures now that we've got
They
them this
are
close?
massive.
Like 100
Probably.
feet tall,
Yeah, you're
50
talking
feet tall?
bigger than mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're walking statues and
The figure that came out of the void thing, from all that I've read on the elder evils and everything, is like,
Oh yes.
yeah, okay. So that guy bad,
Uh-huh.
and we're how far away from it?
He's probably about 400 or 500 yards away, so like a football, like a couple football fields away.
I'm huffing it. Start speeding up.
Oh boy.
What, to the bad guy? Or-
Yeah,
I'm
the
gonna
bad guy.
like.
You can hold me back.
I'm gonna reach out and grab Pele and like listen.
She's just like this.
As much
Dagger out and everything.
Just like having to run.
Fucking Xena war crying and she's going.
as much as I would love to jump into that fight, Kavaki is just as likely to kill you on accident as the other one is to kill you on purpose. We stopped the one by killing the priests in the cave. Let's go
fight
in
on
this
our
cave.
Well, and it wasn't fully summoned either.
Well, I don't know anything about this
Yeah,
one,
you do know that.
Yeah, we would know that. Yeah.
but
I would
still.
tell you, or if anything. So do you think that if we kill the priest, then it goes back home?
We have a better chance of doing that than stopping it than trying to help Kavaki right now.
Okay, you can put me down.
I'll set you down.
As you guys get, as I would say, Pele, 'cause she's very quick. I would say you probably closed your gap between Kavaki and the rest of you, probably about 50 or so yards before you were able to stop her. As such,
so it does like the vortex warp out. It's like scroll, starting to read it. Oh no.
Yeah.
okay,
Tell that mean ocean.
come here. Come here. That's enough. Come, sit.
Apparently it's not human.
Sit. I know the wind blew. I got it. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, protect us from that wind.
This is pretty good.
Is it good? No heartburn?
No.
That's enough, Valdez.
Surprising.
As you kind of have this conversation with Pele, you can kind of see Kavaki has kind of looked at you as he sees you. He kind of throws his club kind of in the ground as he pulls himself up, getting ready to fight some more. As he sits there and he go save everyone, and he turns and he just charges into this thing, almost ramming into this voided-looking creature, and begins to kick it back. You do know that this creature that he's fighting is one of the ancient evils, and that it is the World Eater.
That ramming trick he did, he learned that from me.
I really think it was probably the other way around, but
I'm not saying
It
it.
definitely
let you-
was.
I'll
The
let
only
you.
time
I'll
I
let
saw
you-
him
I'll
was
let
definitely
you-
was the other way
up
around.
against the door.
He won't say
He's too busy fighting. I'll
Yeah.
pay for that one later.
Pele's gonna mutter to herself, just like, Emery, why is everyone eating things?
Assuage is watching Kavaki and finally getting like a sense of scale for his shield that he made out of the dead giant's tooth that was like rimmed with the giant root for strength. Like my 8-foot tall tower shield. Well, I'm 7.5 feet tall. My tower shield is probably like 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
Made of a tooth from something that big.
Oh no,
Also eating.
Well,
Kavaki's even bigger than giants. So like the giants
Yeah.
in the mountain.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
that scale is even what I thought was a
dwarf.
giant's
Yeah.
tooth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. You lead the way.
Yeah.
I really wish they had a good picture of him.
There's only like really one good one.
Yeah, they don't really have a good one.
Yeah, it would. Make it Kavaki.
But yeah, let's head to the cave.
All right. As you guys
Good.
get closer to the cave, you can kind of hear and feel the wind kind of bellowing out of the cave as you guys get closer, giving you this almost cold chill as you guys enter. At first, it's dark. After a few moments of kind of walking, you kind of adjust to the ambient light that is inside the cave. It almost gives off like this whitish blue hue as you guys begin to walk around. Even with your dark vision, it doesn't seem to impair anybody. Takes you guys probably about 10 minutes to kind of get through the entrance and into your first real chamber. Because you're in like a corridor kind of deal with stalactites and
That's not me. I'm all plugged in. He's got to turn the TV on.
oh I haven't turned it on yet. Sorry.
You're fine. I just noticed it wasn't on. I was like,
Yeah,
Come on,
because
you
we weren't
sexy little
really
TV screen. Plasma up for me, baby. Turn it on.
yeah, we weren't really using it yet. All right. What would you guys like to do as you guys are in the cave? Do you guys want stealth, or you guys want to chuck it, or what are we doing?
I'm okay with trying to be sneaky. Like, wait,
Huff it.
it's not gonna hurt to try to be sneaky.
My vote is stealth always.
Yeah. How loud are those hammer blows? Is that still happening? All that?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's definitely. It's not as loud when you're inside the cave, but it's definitely loud. You can still hear it going on, kind of causing the cavern that you're in to kind of shake, and you can see a little dust kind of fall. Well, not really dust, more like ice, kind of falling, making some noise, rustling sounds.
Haley's gonna feel very like the urgency behind this, and she's just gonna.
Okay.
Whether someone's in front of her, someone's with her, she's. Pew.
Switch.
Watch her run.
Can you turn your aura off?
I'll try my best. That shit's pretty strong.
He's so
You
sweet.
said that last time.
No, I didn't.
We need Vaughn.
Oh, I have a folder just for this.
Where is Vaughn? Vaughn.
Buddy Von Bond wasn't here last week. He's hiding somewhere.
You look like that.
See in the tree? Did you under the boat?
Trixie Hopper.
Careful, man.
I wouldn't want to mess up your
They like
12 dice.
fall, and then I'm like over here like.
13, 14.
Okay. As you guys get through the entrance cavern, you guys come into your first opening. As you do, there's a little bit more light in here as you actually can start to see crystalline forming along the walls. You do see what looks to be like animals or dead bodies kind of off to the side of the entrance. Mauled of some sort or kind of just thrown there in a little bit of a pile. And you can see some blood staining as you guys come in, and this is what it looks like as you do.
We're at the top.
We started from the top. So, that is what you see when you come in. You can see some of those little goblinoid creatures kind of milling about. There we go. Kind of poking in the snow a little bit. You can see these giant-looking bear-like creatures, but they're standing up almost on hind legs, and they have these weird-looking shadowy kind of tattoos over their chest and their back, as well as kind of covering their eyes. You can see what looks to be like a statue or sculpture of some sort, kind of buried in the snow and the ice in there as well. What would you guys like to do?
It's wild because they look so much like my Diablo 4 werebear character. It's like the same color tattoos and everything.
Yeah.
What's that Russian movie? Russian.
Garden
Do they seem to have noticed this yet? That's the best question.
No.
Okay.
And there's still a lot of big, loud fighting going on outside there.
I'm not surprised by that, but I want
It's
to
the
know
pose
before
that
I
reminded me.
roll in.
Well, no, I guess he does kind of look like him.
I looked the y'all, it's not what y'all wanted to hear. Go gank that one to the.
You do see what looks to be
Be to
like
the right
foot
again?
marks and drag marks that kind of continue going through this cavern.
And is the far side, is that is that another way out of the cavern? Like, is the bottom
Yeah. That's a continuation.
open way? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The frozen piggy.
Yeah, they said, let it go. Let it go.
That's what Jib is preoccupied with during this session.
He's looking at the lollipop.
He's like frozen pork.
Guy's tongue stuck immediately.
He's got a piggy pop.
Pele is gonna go invisible.
As soon as I hear Pele casting, I will start casting as well.
And then she would
Before-
like to
before
rush
she
in after
disappears.
turning invisible.
Yeah, I'm
I'll prepare a spell too.
I'm getting ready to charge that big guy with my helmet.
What big guy?
The werebear guy.
First guy on the right.
First guy on the right.
Sure, you can
Thought
you
the
can
werebear
think
was
it's a
on the-
web.
Well,
He's
you
on the
know,
left
that's
for us to look, but for our characters, he's on.
just how my brain is describing him.
Yeah, I got you.
Wait, we're presuming.
And I drop a bless on everybody but me again.
Yeah, love picking up this one.
I will use my satanic dice for that
Seems to be
bless.
the best all around way to do it.
Alright, so
Batting.
so who's getting blessed? Everybody but
me.
you.
I don't want to use up my
Now-
4th level slots.
Do you? Because Pele said she was casting invisible. And
That's
then-
why I was trying to, as she's doing it, because I need to be
Okay.
able to see her.
That's why I wanted to make sure.
As soon as I hear her chanting, I'm going, oh, no. Trying to slide it in under the wire before she completely fades.
Alright, so everybody gets blessed except for Silas.
Yes, because I'm going to save my 4th level slots.
Blessed. Alright, everyone is blessed.
Oh, cool. I don't have to see it. Just three creatures of my choice within range.
Oh, nice.
I have to know you exist. So.
Alright, and Pele is invisible, so you got the ninja.
Silty.
Okay. Alright. And you ran up after casting invisible, you cast bless. Swage, what were you doing?
You know what I'm doing. Cast Spirit Guardians. It's pretty much my go-to intro spell, but just at 3rd level. I'm not gonna cast it yet. Just
Okay.
And
You're just gonna prepare it.
well, I'm gonna let my spell go. I need a trigger. So I'll hold it, and I guess hold my turn until somebody else attacks. I don't want to be the first one to rush in.
Okay.
I was gonna ask if I get a bonus action, or was
No.
it just this? Okay.
Okay. Vaughn?
Getting ready to start shooting. I
Okay.
don't have 2 guns, but.
Right.
So, anyways, I started blasting.
So
Oh,
you-
yeah, you do have one.
So you're gonna hold your action until what? What's the trigger?
Until I'm aware that we're starting the attack, so I'm not getting. So if someone's trying to.
Okay, so you're waiting until somebody
I'm
attacks.
not gonna be the first to go. Yes.
Okay, so alright.
Trying not to.
Alright,
And
and
then I rolled
Kaz.
27.
So I'm gonna use the helmet of the Juggernaut to charge at the big guy.
Okay,
So I guess that I would
you're
be
gonna
the
be
first.
the trigger,
Yeah.
yeah. But we'll hold off on you making the attack.
Alright. Is your attack gonna try? Oh, I'm gonna go.
So
I'm gonna rush in.
don't make a roll. it makes a save. A DC, so it's got to choose to either dodge a DC 15 acrobatics save or stop me with a strength DC 13.
Okay. I'm going to, as soon as I see Kaz going to get ready to charge, to try to be right next to him when he makes contact, and prepare an attack with my sword that materializes out of thin air into my hands.
Okay. Right. First of all, let me.
Although imagine Kaz's charge kind of like Goldberg's spear. Not like I'm not ramming my head into their gut, but it's more like Goldberg's like ramming with their shoulder, like pick them up and like slam
So
them into
Kaz,
the
you
ground.
go do your ram headbutt, and this supposed werebab will try to stop you in your track as you charge. I'm assuming you say some like, profound
What?
giant slang slur as you.
No. He's a fat Albert. He goes,
I was figuring more like the Kool-Aid Man, but
no,
alright.
he's not breaking through anything. He's knocking something over.
Alright, so we will try and stop you. That'll be a modified 20 to stop you.
To stop me, there's got to be a 30 or better.
So he fails.
So then he if it fails to dodge or halt my movement, is knocked prone and takes 3d6 plus my strength bludgeoning damage.
Okay. And then when that goes off, you all will make your attack.
If I see Kaz running in for his spear, I'm gonna release my handful of ball bearings, and he probably intends for them to be dragons, but plagued with all the nightmares he's had lately, they turn into something that he doesn't recognize, but there's like chewingos. They turn into these little metallic like T1000, T100, T100. Little bladed arm chewingos that like fly around, like flat face, little humanoids, and he's like, "Fuck!" Just
16 damage.
16
let me put my ore back on.
Okay. Go ahead and do your attack since you were gonna be.
Yeah. So as I see his attack land, I go to make my attack after my sword is materialized into my hand, which maybe throws everybody off because I typically fight
Your fist?
without a weapon.
Yep.
And as I'm getting ready to attack, I disappear from sight and reappear directly in front of the monster on the ground, slashing my blade into him.
Okay, make your attack and you get advantage because he is prone.
I'm getting kind of jealous now. I need to learn how to do that. Pele, wherever you are, can you teach me to turn invisible?
You want to
30
disappear and
for-
get behind
You
them?
know,
Yeah.
she could
Yeah.
get her
Yeah.
you invisible and send you in there. Or if I get another level, I can learn how to do that and turn you invisible, but then we don't get left. I'm still toying with what spell I'm going to pick up. The fourth level spell I'll have to pick up next level.
17 damage.
17 damage. Alright. Bond?
So I know we're about to roll initiative. The gun has an ability that happens depending on initiative. Can we roll initiative? And then it shoots all 6 of my bullets. So if I start shooting them now, anyways, I'll just start
You'll be a
shooting.
bullet down.
I'll just
I
start
mean, you could
shooting.
do something other than shoot your gun before initiative.
I was just getting it ready. Now I guess I'll just run in
Oh.
because I just realized I was going. I ain't a gunner
Oh, you
yet.
should have.
That's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to stop because if I shoot some, I have loading. Once I'm a gunner, I won't have that loading. Did he?
Brown is off of it, Chris.
Oh,
did
is
you
it?
knock the dude prone?
Yes,
Yeah.
he's brown.
Oh.
Yeah, but you still got that goblin noise that's right there.
Yeah. Fuck, I'm shooting the goblin. No, I'm not.
Smaller creatures get like Undertaker tropes.
What'd you roll?
A 4, so 8.
Charge.
That doesn't hit.
Use all 3 of my attacks, or just the.
So like
No.
bigger creatures
Huh?
like that.
Yeah, you only get the
Imagine
one
Kaz
for
hits
the
it, it's like-
for this.
I'll
for this
send
type
you
round.
gifts.
Alright, so
Okay,
down a
okay.
bullet.
It's you don't watch wrestling,
Okay.
so I'll
They
send you
don't
gifts.
know it's
Okay.
coming.
Yeah. So Swage did his thing. Silas, you did your thing. Everyone did their thing. Everyone roll initiative now.
Alright, now watch me roll above 15.
Aw,
Alright, did
oh,
not.
cocks on my keyboard.
It's what?
Darn
I don't know advantage. Still roll that tonight. So.
it. Man.
Well, now I don't have to complain about missing a bullet. Oh, I got my bullet stout now.
That next level will be 12. You'll be able to pick
Yeah,
up
well,
gunner.
at 12, I'm picking up gunner, and then it doesn't matter. Loading doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, I've
Oh,
got
I know.
6 shots
I know what it
anyways,
does, yeah.
but
I am still forged domain.
and I'll actually have a.
I'm still
have
forged
plus
domain.
four.
Right, okay.
Well, the nice thing is, yeah,
My
with
plus
your
four.
three
Yeah, I was
My
gonna
plus
ask.
4 will
What,
Wait,
what
wait a
is,
second. I gotta change tactics.
Gunner
now.
does Gunner let you know how to like craft bullets and shit. Or,
I think it specifies, but this gun
I
has
remember.
regenerating bullets, so at least I have some ammo.
oh, cool. Okay.
I've only fired 2 of my bullets so far.
I got a 9.
Two of the real
And so
bullets.
far the world is safe because I don't think you hit anything the other time you shot
I
it.
think I've only shot 1 person.
Other than yourself.
Also, Bon is starting to realize that something's up with the gun because he can't attune to his ring. I just haven't figured it out yet. I'm just like, I don't know, I just can't jump.
It won't come to you.
Maybe it's the armor. I didn't have the armor and the ring at the same time. I haven't figured it out.
Maybe they're not compatible.
I'll let you know when I find out what's wrong with the gun.
Can't help you there. Identify does not identify curses.
No. What? Temples can.
Yes. There's ways to identify curses.
Yeah.
Not identify.
Alright,
Like it used to be.
go with Pele.
Which is
20.
sort of weird. I tuned for my
We
ring.
got the 20. Is it 20? I'm just gonna group like we did last time, just grouping to kind of
Works.
expedite. Let's see, we're gonna go Kaz.
24.
Plus doesn't affect initiative, right?
24.
Huh?
Plus doesn't affect initiative, right?
None.
Issei.
I wasted mine at 20, so 22.
I know there's some.
22.
Saving throws to hit. That's all bless out.
Okay.
Which is
we got
fantastic.
Silas.
Size is 14.
Silas is 14.
It's the first time I haven't like typed.
That's terrifying.
What? Bond?
16. 15.
15. So it looks like got Kaz, Issei, Pele, Silas, Vaughn, and Switch. Looks like everyone's there. Cool. Kaz, you're up.
Okay. So, bonus action rage. Not frenzied rage, just regular rage. And, attack this guy. First attack is going to be a 25.
That'll hit.
I love that Kaz is always like at the front of the initiative. It's pretty reliable.
Yeah, I get advantage and plus 8, so.
Damn. Yeah.
Do you split up cold and bludgeoning?
Let me double check because I have everything. Yes, I do.
Okay. 2 cold,
Okay.
13 bludgeoning. And second attack. 29 to hit.
That'll hit.
And it's going to be 4 cold,
Okay.
16 bludgeoning.
16. Bludgeoning. Okay.
And that's it for chaos.
K is the Issei.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and let my sword fall to the ground, but before it hits the ground, it disappears into thin air.
It's like bomb guy.
Bonk.
There's a bunch of pillars of swords start to arise. Oh.
And I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to punch it. I'm gonna wreck it. with a nat 20.
Nice.
What?
Nice.
Nice.
You stay there. You're good.
Somebody had to.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
He's like, I wasted my nat 20 earlier, and then he fucking rolled.
It's the
another-
same one. I rolled it twice. 2 nat 20s in a row.
He's got weighted dice, y'all. He's got
Yep.
weighted dice.
I should have been using them
brought
the
the
whole time.
medals this week after all those fails.
Is anyone gonna eat those last 2 brownies?
No.
Can I save those for my nephews?
Yeah, absolutely.
They've been wanting to try your brownies.
I'm either gonna see if I have a double, smaller pan, make a double batch of those, or just go back to my old brand. I haven't decided yet. They're pretty good. I don't know.
I'll just need these because that's not great. 12. It's 22, 23, 24 lightning damage.
24?
24 lightning.
Okay, cool.
And then, why not? Use the other one to punch him again. Oh, okay, that's a lot less.
You doubled everything, right?
I did.
Okay.
6 plus. So 18 to hit.
18 to hit?
18 to hit.
18 does not hit.
Threshold. Okay. And then I will use my movement to.
Of course, you had your D4, right?
Huh?
You did your bless.
I did not do my blast.
At D4.
18 plus
I try to only remind people if they miss.
modified 20.
That'll hit.
Aha.
Modified 20.
Silas quietly in the back.
I'm helping. The only picture I like of Kavaki is that one where he's sitting in the mountains and you can just see him off in the distance.
Yeah, that's on my head too.
11, 12, 13 lightning damage for the second attack.
There's probably some MTGR we could pull up. Simple enough.
And then I will use the rest of my remaining movement to run away real fast. And then my turn.
You're gonna run away.
Yeah.
As you run away, I'm gonna say, "That's my boy."
He won't be able to hit you, homie. And I run
He
away.
can't already. He's on the ground. But thank
that's right,
you.
You got mobile.
Yeah.
Oh no, my boy.
It leaves him glowing in a purplish hue while he's on the ground.
Alright. Pele.
Alright, Pele is gone to attack.
Oh, by the way, everyone, just FYI, it's gonna be like 8:30 for today. Cause
Yeah, I told everybody.
Okay, cool.
I said 8, but 8:30.
8:30. It depends on how far we get. You guys are only in the first room of the dungeon.
Was it 25 hit?
25 does hit.
Oh, I fucking hope so.
Me too. Alright. I'm gonna do this all weird. So that's 11 piercing. Yeah. And then 5 fire.
Okay.
And 8 thunder. And then I'll go ahead and swing with my offhand as my bonus action.
Okay.
And 18 does not hit, so
No.
okay.
Does not. You used your bless.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll go ahead and pull back. Pull apart. Actually, no, I'm gonna go right over here. I'll stay engaged with him.
Okay. Cool.
In my turn.
Cool. This giant looking bear creature will roar. As he does, everyone in a 60-foot radius from him must make a Constitution saving throw, please.
It's a D4, right?
30.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 30.
Oh, well now I got a 27. I thought I was hot shit.
You said con, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
20, I got 26. Almost.
Dang. Well, I rolled my bless with it, and that's how I got the 30.
This guy's about to get roared back at.
What was it?
26.
20 or 30,
22.
22,
27.
27.
7.
Cool.
7.
I'm not blessed and I rolled a 2.
I don't know if I have anything.
The dice are not with me tonight. It's gonna be a rough night. I try not to do diceless things. So I have to-
What did you roll?
I modified 20.
Modified 20. Alright, so everyone who rolled less than 22 is going to take full damage and is stunned until the creature's next turn.
Y'all no longer blessed.
Stand by one, please.
What's full damage?
Full damage is going to be
26.
21 points of damage.
Okay.
So everyone
Oh,
else
we're
takes
no longer
half
black.
damage.
What kind of damage?
It is thunder damage.
It was 21, and then half.
It is 10.
10.
Yeah.
I see the lightning start to crackle, and I have a flashback from a previous
Thunder
life that
damage?
I've had, and I rolled a 26.
Since we got half, it was
After
21.
using the past life, the knowledge from my past life, to add a d6.
Oh, you're
to
using
my roll.
your trait. Gotcha.
So it was 10 for half damage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And you're not stunned.
And I'm not stunned.
Alright, so you said bless drops.
Yeah, because I'm stunned. Which ends concentration. Period.
I'm gonna use my reaction to cast Absorb Elements and get resistance to that 10 of Thunder, take 5, and then add a d6 to my next melee.
I should do that. Should have did that instead.
You do that too?
No, I said I should have done that instead of.
You can Absorb Elements?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I guess that makes sense.
Okay,
I got mine from
and
Artificial Initiative, so.
Yeah, that's what I was
One
Yeah,
of
but
the
the thing
attacks.
is, you still would have been stunned.
and
Oh,
he
that's
gets to
right.
make another
So
attack.
it's not a bad choice.
Yeah, that's fair.
His second attack will be giant beast claws. Yes. Yes.
Why does he have an accent?
I don't know. We're in the north. The picture that I have. His claws glow with the embers of fire as he slashes down towards Pele.
I'm gonna roll with disadvantage.
No, he doesn't.
What?
Attacking someone that's not me.
Should have.
Oh, that's right.
Did he stand up?
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
I mean, is he prone or?
Well, I imagine that he stood up, but he has to roll at disadvantage because
Yeah.
he's attacking someone that's not
26 to hit you,
That hits.
and that's with disadvantage.
I tried to help.
Thank you.
Not
Yeah.
so.
He
Not
does-
so
I
useful.
thought you were doing disadvantage because you're invisible. He bypasses that.
Oh, heard that.
Oh damn.
Oh, it's not that hard to bypass.
Oh, fair enough.
And then this is going to be.
Tremors and blinds.
Are you considered a
blindside.
medium creature? You will also need to make a escape check, either strength or acrobatics.
I can use my reaction.
It's not good.
Help.
Need some d8s.
Your acrobatics isn't any good?
It is, but what I rolled is not good.
That doesn't count.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's not. I didn't see anything. That's a digital dice.
Oh. I was trying to roll this dice, but I'm having such an issue. It's going all over my keyboard.
It's going to be 19 points of slashing damage. As you actually get, as he slashes you, the smell of brimstone, and you are grappled.
Well, shoot. I'm gonna shout, Chasm, I'm stuck. You can't see me, but I'm stuck.
And that ends that one's turn. This one down here, if it will let me click on him, maybe not.
Oh man, he's stuck and he has to stay there the
Yep.
whole time.
He can't move. Oh no.
Oh look, he can move.
He got better.
As he will shut up, jugs.
I now have concerns about how tightly grouped we are.
I'm just writing down as as I can.
Little to be done about it. Sometimes that's just the way things are.
Shush. And
I'm about to be yelling out, clear out the riffraff.
He starts to kind of grunt and actually starts to form words as he starts to speak abysmal.
Ooh, what does he say?
He says, "Darkness and shadows, I call you. I summon you to my side." As he says this,
Oh shit. I know that spell. I start thinking that in my head because I can actually understand abysmal, and I hear the spell that he's chanting. Oh fuck.
as he does this, a very beautiful looking shadow creature appears behind Cass.
Oh, great.
Wait, which one did that? The one that I'm in front of, or the one that walked up here?
The
one that walked
walked
up.
up.
Okay.
Oh, you're waiting to smack, I know.
Go ahead, say something, Riffraff. I dare you.
Okay. And that ends his turn. Silas, you're up.
Blah, 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 blah. In my turn.
Bon.
Alright, first off, as I'm approaching him, I'm going to shoot that goblin. It's going to be in the leg if I hit him. 16. No, 18.
18 does not hit.
18 is not it? That's alright. I'm still walking over there to get him with the sword. Rest of those are going to be... Well, I was hoping to trip him on the way.
Yeah, I got you. So that way you get advantage on the
Yeah.
strikes. Gotcha.
Alright.
Recommended
First
to
sword
Vicky.
attack. 19.
A 19
Yeah.
does hit.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Alright. Not bad.
Like, not bad at all.
That'll be 15 damage, 2 of it being lightning, but I don't think it's gonna
Nope,
matter.
that doesn't matter.
And third attack is only a 16.
16 does not hit.
Alright. And yep. That's it.
Cool. It is the goblin's sins.
He's gotta make his wisdom save against my spirit guardians.
Yeah.
Well, depending on which one it is.
Both will make their save. One's an 18, the other one is like a 12.
18 passes, the 12 fails.
Okay.
It's, 17 full radiant damage. Over 8 half.
Light squeeze.
Okay.
Okay. And then they will each make their attack against Bon. At advantage. It's going to be a 26 to hit for the first one.
Yep.
31 to hit for the second one.
Yep.
The first 2 attacks. The second 2 attacks. 23 to hit.
Yep.
Did you put your new armor on, right?
Yeah, it's only 19.
I thought it was higher.
No, it's plate plus 1.
Ooh, and that one's another 32 to hit.
That's definitely not that high.
It's at least a plus
You get
15.
to a certain level in this game, and AC is not a factor.
Yeah,
I've learned that.
I have to get excited about using riposte nowadays.
Oh wait, no, not. I think it's 6.
Like I've already looked, unless I get some insane magical artifact. There's no reason for Kaz to ever look at any piece of armor ever, so I don't even bother. Unless it's like a shield. Because any piece of armor makes my AC
Alright,
lower
so
than
the
what it
first
is.
attack is gonna be.
Or the same.
You have 3 attunements already?
Yes, right now I do. The
16
helmet,
points of damage,
shield,
and then
necklace.
con save.
Don't kill them all, right?
Necklace.
Oh, this one's a little bit better.
Helmet, shield,
18 points for the
Oh,
second
yeah.
one. Another con save.
weapon that returns to you.
My
Oh, your
necklace.
necklace? What is your necklace? do?
My whistle necklace. So I can summon
16
the
for
wolves.
the third attack.
I didn't realize that. I thought it was like a once a day or.
19 for the fourth attack, and I need 4 con saves.
4 con saves. Alright. Number 1. 24.
That's a pass.
Number 2. 24.
Here it's a pass.
Number 3. 24.
No joke.
Number 4. 18.
18. That is still a pass.
Nice.
So you are not infected. He just tanks those attacks.
Yeah, I imagine it like sticks to him and then it like slides off for whatever reason. It's
It's the
it
turtle armor.
doesn't want to stick to Bond for whatever reason.
It's not Bond's ability at all. It's all about
It's
the
the
turtle.
turtle wax.
And Swade, you're up.
Good thing you waxed that shell there, buddy.
Yeah, turtles are
How
there.
long was I stunned to the beginning of his turn or the end of mine?
What's that?
How long was I stunned?
Yeah, until the beginning of the
This-
creature.
okay, cool.
Yeah,
It just affects reaction.
I got you.
I don't have one until then.
Okay, so Swade rushes over with his cloud of chewingas, and he will, for his action, cast Booming Blade, and I guess if this hits, I'll do the Absorb LS. 17 plus a lot. Is my attack modifier, that'd be helpful. 29 to hit.
That does hit.
Do I need to split up
I just
all the
realized
things?
that's a hand.
Lightning,
Yeah.
thunder, lightning, fire, psychic. I think that's it.
Yes.
Bludgeon. I need to split it all up. Okay. So the
Just,
bludgeoning.
no, actually, just go ahead and just roll your damage because I'm going to tell you right now you're going to kill it because it's only got 1 hit point. So,
Oh, cool. Awesome.
yeah.
Just for funsies.
Yeah.
That was
I want to watch him explode.
15, 18, 22, 23, 27, 31, plus 7, 39.
39? Yeah, he dies.
the big guy who was holding me.
Yes.
He
Oh,
does
thank
true
goodness.
And then I have 5 more meter movement. It took me 25 to get there, so I'll just get over 1 space and use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon at 2nd level. And summon the glowing orange anvil and try to hit the shadow demon thing. Is that what that is? That's the same shit we fought like back when we found Espador, right?
Very similar, yeah.
23 to hit.
23.
Yeah.
That does hit.
8 force damage.
Okay.
That's it for me.
That's a frozen pig.
It is improved. Alright. Let's see. Sage. Kaz, you're up top of the round.
Yeah, I'm gonna move over to this other big one and take a. Well, hold on. Let me think. Bond just got fucked up. I'm gonna come over here to help Bond.
Okay.
Yeah, I need it.
Do you have mobile?
No.
I wish I could have yelled at you to not do that.
No. Do this.
23 to hit.
Yeah.
You can take it.
I was gonna go over to you, but I had that absorb elements that was tingling in my weapon, and if I didn't hit with it, it was gonna be wasted. I wanted the advantage.
Did you
The
see the
sentence
calculator
is
when
in
it
my
calculated
weapon.
all that damage?
What is that? So is that right?
Nice damage.
That's what it sounds like.
You say tingling in my weapon?
Tingling my weapon. It was thunder, baby.
Got another setting.
It's going to be 15 points of psychic damage.
How much? I'm sorry.
16 points of psychic
You
damage.
hear that, Swade? 16 points.
Oh, damn it.
Or cast, sorry. And then you're going to lose 2 points of strength.
Is that its turn?
No, I
No,
moved.
That's, he moved out of
Oh,
range.
got it.
Hold on a second.
What is it? Did you attack the creature?
No, I moved.
Oh, you're going to attack the other creature. Got it.
Bob's over here getting beat up. I'll clear out the riffraff.
It's a living cartoon.
Okay. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna attack that one right there below Bond, the one I'm next to. First attack is gonna be not gonna hit. Second attack is probably not gonna hit. 17. No, so not 17. That's dumb. 26.
26 does hit.
Okay. You need me to split up the cold and bludgeoning for those two, for the goblin.
I think they're only resistant to fire.
19 damage total.
They're probably resistant to fire too.
And that is it for Kaz. Yeah.
You end your turn?
It sounded like he was dying.
I know.
Oh, that's it for Kaz?
Yeah.
Forever?
Kaz is done.
So Issei's turn?
Sorry, I was trying to find some good battle music.
I really like this map, by the way. The map looks really good. Oh shit, there's a hand.
Yeah, that's
You
what
described it earlier.
Megan just noticed it too. The hand.
Yeah, I was like,
I was
oh,
focused
my
on the
hand.
pig.
I know, yeah, me too.
He described it.
There we go. I got some good like battle music going.
I get lost in spell descriptions.
Got the drums like Pele drumming on her drums. All right, Issei, you're up.
Okay. After seeing my friends start to take damage, and I'm worried about Turtle Man over there, I'm going to use my bonus action to call my blade to my hand as it rematerializes, and I'm going to teleport to this. Wait, no, that's the wrong button. I'm going to teleport to here at about 40 feet in the air.
Okay.
Once my teleportation is done, I'm going to expend charges from my blade to fall back down to Earth, using my armor to modify my descent and smash the ground as hard as I can. And I'm going to cause a incinerating pillar of light in a 40-foot radius. And I'm going to try to center that based off my map.
Is that Flame Strike?
It is not.
Oh, sounds just like Flame
I'm
Strike.
going to move way over
much
here
bigger.
to try to get my people not in the
I was
40-foot
gonna
radius.
say,
Sorry, I didn't have the
Oh,
I
40
didn't
foot
have
radius? I thought it meant diameter.
40-foot radius.
God damn, that's really big.
40-foot radius.
that's
Can I
fucking
get,
everybody, dude. That doesn't matter. Like,
Oh,
how
yeah,
far
I
can you
don't know how far-
teleport?
You're gonna have to move
not
off
an
can I
like
get
that.
over here?
How far can you
Cavern.
teleport?
120 feet.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You almost got it.
Almost. Keep going.
Alright.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah.
See, that's more like I say. You
Where do you
disappear
where's
behind
this
some
fire
rocks and
coming
hides.
from?
They can't see me.
Let me absorb it.
I am
Put me-
fire resistant, but now is not the
One
time.
more block.
Yeah, one more.
One more down, you should be good.
There you go.
There we go.
Well, you won't get that guy, but you will get that guy, and you'll get that guy, and you'll get that guy.
All right, that's fine. That's good enough. I could get.
Ken?
And then there, after I hit the ground, it's going to cause bludgeoning damage as a thunderous wave of energy also emits from me. It's a DC 17 con save for the radiant damage, and then a 17 dex save for the bludgeoning damage. And I hope that there's one. That's a good start.
Is that a spell or an ability?
Alright.
It is an ability from my sword.
Oh, sweet.
The two goblins pass both,
Other facts said some crazy shit.
and
The radiant damage.
does not pass the bludgeoning damage on the giant bear-looking creature.
Okay. So it is. Math is hard. 23 slashing damage. Or no, sorry, 23 damage for the sword. You said bludgeoning.
Wait, slashing from the sword. Slashing
No,
from the
not slashing for the sword. Bludgeoning.
Yeah,
I'm not using this. I'm using the sword to do the attack.
yeah. So 23 for
12.
bludgeoning.
23 for the bludgeoning, and then which one was the 8 for the...
He's going full on anime.
Yeah, alright, full anime character. And then for the radiant damage,
Uh-huh.
12, 13, 14, 15, 17 for the radiant damage. And then half for saves. Half damage for all the saves.
Yeah.
After I hit the ground with my superhero landing, like, this thing's fucking cool.
I got Sway's distracted.
Alright. Anything else?
Nope, I will end my turn.
Cool. Pele?
Pele's gonna hit the ground with a hoof. I'm sorry, an oof, not a hoof. I don't know where that sound came from. And then as she hits the ground, she's gonna hit it running, and nope, wrong one. And run right over here. And let's see. Oh, no, I rolled the wrong thing. Roll. That's a nat 20.
Very nice.
Oh my god, a little dragon pops up on here. It's so cute. Oh, it's the fat dragon from the movie.
Nice.
Alright, and then oh my gosh.
What?
High five.
I rolled the highest I could on the damage.
That's awesome.
That's oh actually on all damage, sorry. So that's gosh darn it, that's 18 piercing damage.
Plus 18.
And then
Oh,
that's 9 fire damage. I'm sorry, 11 fire damage. I can math. 11 fire damage, and then
okay.
and then oh, I didn't roll that high on that one. And then 9 thunder damage.
Okay.
And then I'll go in for another strike offhand.
She's like another nat 20.
That's it's very close. It's 19. 27 hit.
That will hit.
Okay. And that is. That is. 10 damage.
Okay.
And Pele kind of learned her lesson, so she's gonna just kind of move on back in my turn.
You don't have mobile, do you?
I'm invisible. What?
Okay.
Okay. But no, I don't have mobile. I have a mobile. Sorry. It's really bad.
Reaching for me.
Modified 20 to hit you.
That hits.
Okay. There's going to be 16 points of psychic damage,
Right now.
and you lose 3 points of strength.
What?
Shadows, they consume. As you hear the voice, as you kind of run away in the abysmal,
Okay, what?
you hear an abysmal, the shadows consume.
That's gross. Consume you.
It's almost like a wispy, raspy, like.
I'm gonna snap back and say, I'm about to be a shadow eater. There's a lot of eaters here, so it's funny to Pele.
Okay. Let's see. That's one.
Careful what you wish for.
Yeah. When you stare at the abyss stares back. Silas.
Did the other big guy go? Because he was on the 19th. The big bear.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I deleted him.
Did you do your spirit card damage? Is that guy?
Was that a reaction or Was
No,
that his
yeah, that was a
turn?
reaction.
That was his reaction of
At
it.
the start of his turn?
Like now, the big guy.
Whenever he does,
show up.
is he on the?
Yeah, I just put him back on.
Oh, okay.
Because I deleted the other one. That was the grouping one. So he'll make his save. He fails.
He gets a total of 7 radiant damage this round. That will sucked. 38%.
The consensus on the table. Yeah,
Nobody saw me roll it, and I kept it. That's integrity.
He just saw an entire like beam of light hit him before that.
Oh, and the shadow creature's got to roll his too. He passes.
So he takes 3. 3 radiant damage. Maybe it's vulnerable to it.
Hey.
I don't know if I needed to roll a con save, but I rolled a 26 because I got hit.
I think it's only the goblins that
No, yeah. Anytime you get hit, you gotta roll.
all the bears do.
Yeah, well, it's because she's got the spell up.
Oh.
Wow, it's basically like I was never blessed by Bahamut. That's what my strength's back at.
Alright, he'll make his 2 attempts. Let's see, first one's gonna be a 25, and the second one's a 24. To hit Swage.
I have my reaction because I did the absorb elements last round, so I'll use my reaction to activate the cold shoulder shield and use one of the charges to cast shield, bringing it to 28.
Okay. Shadow creature is gonna make his attack against you. It's gonna be a miss because he'll hit your AC. Alright, Silas.
Silas comes around, shakes his head, and drops a slow on basically the 2 goblins and bear and the shadow. The DC 16 wisdom save.
That's a fail for the first goblin. That's
Yay.
a fail for the second goblin. That's a fail. No, it's a pass for the bear. And the last goblin down there at the bottom. That's a fail.
No, it's not the last goblin, it would be the shadow creature.
Oh, the shadow creature?
Yeah.
That's a fail.
I can't quite reach him, he's just outside of the cube. Okay, so if they're slowed, it's a -2 to AC, -2 to the dex saves. They can't use reactions, and they can take an action or bonus action, but not both. And regardless of what they do, they can only make one attack
Yep.
with their action.
Cool beans.
And if they cast spells, something else happens, but that never happens. So, or seldom happens.
Okay.
And then I will move like into this area under the pig, and as a bonus action, hide
Under the pig.
under the pig. Oh,
Under the pig.
Disgusting pig. I might see you this time.
I roll like a 10. I'm going like, hey, you see the pig moving on it?
No, if it starts squealing, that's when you gotta worry.
It might.
Alright. Bond.
Alright, so same one was attacking before.
Okay.
Oh. Gotta switch modes. There we go. That one. Gonna swing at it with the sword. Got a 1.
Silver bar.
Continuing. Or,
Just pull up the funny fumbles.
okay. The funny fumbles.
The funny
I like the
fumbles.
funny ones. Funny is fine. Do you want me to roll a percentile, or you got something else going on this time?
Pulling up the chart right now as we speak.
Easy. Can you get in range for a lightning bolt?
Lightning bolt.
I am in
Lightning
range for
bolt.
lightning bolt.
Yeah, line.
I gotta
Getting
get
pretty good right now.
It is looking really good right now.
Good minus 2 there.
Let's see.
Are you the source of the lightning bolt, or you like choose where the source of it is?
Yes. It
I'm
comes
the
out,
source.
comes out from you 60 feet.
Yeah.
All about angles.
I'm like,
That'd be dope if you could do it at
Pick a
source
spot.
anywhere.
Yeah.
That'd be a sick upgrade.
There was, in like 3.5, there was one that you pick 2 of the bad guys and it hits both of them and then it jumps.
That's
It
really
hits
cool.
everything between the 2 of them.
I like
That
that kind of
was fun.
battlefield control stuff.
Alright, go ahead and give me a D100.
95.
Roll business no more I can.
You make 3 attacks, you get more ones. I'm trying to get to 4 attacks. I just need to grab me a light weapon that doesn't suck. Because the gun's light. So I can go stab, 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 bang!
You figure out what that is, and I can make it for you.
A rapier that does extra damage. Otherwise, it'd be silly to give up the coral blade.
I mean, we can give it a shot.
Oh yeah, I wield
That
this
was
like
really
coral
weird.
blade that goes like crackles
I
of
clicked on the
electricity.
damn
crap.
chart and it pulled up.
given enough time, I could craft
Something
the
else.
gun to the sword and make it a gun blade.
Then
I
all
like
you
where
need-
you're going with
Then all
this.
you
You
need
make
your
the gun shoot
smartphone
swords.
and you'll be in the right door.
Okay. Uh,
To pull R1 at just the right time to do it.
as you are getting ready to attack,
Uh-huh.
for the briefest of moments, you're attacking with your sword, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You
One hand.
forget that it's a sword, and you thought it was the gun, and you have almost
Wrong
a panic
hand.
as you almost have a panic attack as you're trying to shoot. What? No! Ah!
Yeah, I've
Which
literally
causes
got
you-
gun in the left hand, sword in the
Yeah,
right hand.
which
so-
causes you to miss the first attack.
What?
Yeah. All right, go ahead with your second attack.
If staying alive wasn't so important, I'd pistol whip him for a joke the next time. Well, we're not gonna do that. Maybe when he's dead. Second attack. What is that?
He's like another nat one. No.
29. to
That'll hit.
I'm gonna make this a tripping attack.
Tripping attack.
Go ham. DC 17 strength to avoid being tripped.
He fails.
Oh, really? Sweet. That'll be 20 damage.
20 damage.
Slashing, except for 3 of it was lightning.
Okay.
Alright, well now that he's prone and slowed and everything else,
Now I pistol whip him.
now regular old attack. Oh, cool, great, 19.
That hits.
Oh, wait, 13 damage.
13 damage.
I'm going to. Kaz, you mind switching places with me?
Absolutely.
Cool. You may roll a d10 and add that to your AC.
The camera's fault.
Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I will be, before I start moving, because that doesn't cause an action, I gain 17 hit points, bringing it back up to 30
Oh, nice.
with the second wind. And then I'm walking over. After switching, that one doesn't incur.
Yeah,
But they can't even do it,
They
can
can't even do
Yeah,
it.
I don't even gotta worry about it. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, second wind, I've left you there with a much higher AC.
Oh yeah, I got a
I've
7.
walked away, walked up to where you're hiding. Does this look bad? Big old gaping hole on my side.
You hear a little.
All right.
The bone is glistening.
All that blood on the ground is from
Yeah,
Bond.
it's from Bond.
Oh yeah, it's all mine. It's not theirs.
Alright, the two goblinoids are gonna make their attack against
I'll just try and hit me down.
Kaz.
One's prone.
Yeah, fuck. They both rolled 19s plus.
Let's say, can he
numbers,
get up and
but
attack
I'm
with
pretty sure
sleight?
those will miss.
Yeah, I'm at 27 now.
Yeah.
Does he have to do one of
They're
these?
not close.
Or
Huh?
so it
This
just reduces
one-
your movement?
Yeah, it reduces your movement to half.
Oh.
So if I have like a 30
So he ain't going
makes it a
nowhere.
15, then he can stand up for like 5 feet. They still can stand up because it just has
He'll
their
make his attack
face movement.
against Issei. First attack is gonna be a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
Okay, and the second attack will be a miss. And I rolled shitty damage.
Yeah.
9, 10, 13 points of slashing damage, and I need you to make a con save.
Sixteen.
16. You are infected.
Oh, wait a minute.
Feel insightful?
Is infection a... Where's it go?
You've been infected by these things before.
Is it... No, it's not. Is it a disease? It is not.
Nope.
It's a parasite.
It's a parasite. Infected.
You have a status ailment. That way I know to keep track.
Aye, aye.
Okay. Then switch.
Oh shit. Let's see. I would like to chance an opportunity attack from Big Bear Man.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just like roll around,
Oh, level 11.
roll around behind this
You don't
shadow
have to,
demon, and
you know you don't have to do that, right?
No.
You can just step diagonally over to where your animal is. It doesn't take its space, so you won't throw an attack.
oh, I can go right between them.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure if I could do
because-
that.
Yeah, because the anvil doesn't take up space.
Yeah, well, I was gonna go in the anvil space, I guess, regardless. Just lift
Yeah,
it
you
up
can
out of
just
my way.
step
But
right over.
yeah, if I can go right between, that makes it way
Yeah.
easier.
No reason to risk smackage.
Yeah, I was trying to get everybody in range, but I thought I had to flank around, so that's even better. But as I step between them, I'll kind of spin around with my with the Dawn Spark and activate the Clockwork Amulet that guarantees a 10 on a hit,
Yep.
or a 10 instead of a roll.
Yep.
Because I heard that a 20 hit on the big bear guy, and try to booming blade the big bear dude.
Yep.
At a 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Uh, 27 total damage split up between a ton of elements, but if there's one in particular that is either vulnerable or resistant to out of thunder, lightning, fire. Is that it?
Yes, yes, and yes.
To what?
Yes. And he's not vulnerable, but he is resistant.
Okay, so this was the fire, this was the lightning. So half of 7 is what, 3? So 3,
Yeah.
10, 14, 18 total.
18 total. Cool. Anything else?
Did they
Yeah,
come back?
bonus action. I'm gonna bonus action and use hidden step and just turn invisible for the rest of the turn.
They both can see it.
I don't know that.
I heard that. Fair.
He's like, I
And
did.
it may only be some of them, so who knows?
Cool. Pele? Right? It is Pele. Oh, no, sorry. We're back at top of the round.
Oh, yeah.
Kaz.
I was like, man, that was quick.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just
Just
gonna
because you were at the top of the scroll down.
Same. Yeah,
I'm gonna-
that's why I was like, oh yeah.
I'm gonna attack the one right below me.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 22 to hit.
That'll definitely get it. Seeing their AC's reduced.
I do.
Yep.
It's not huge, but it helps.
No.
18 damage for the first attack.
Okay.
And attack.
Chris, can you turn that fan off?
Can I?
Yeah.
This is switch. And
It's
then
the second one to the right.
second attack,
Yeah,
20,
this one. Nope, the other one. Yep.
28.
Thank you. 28 will hit.
Ugh. 5, 14 damage.
14 damage.
And that's it for Kaz.
Okay. Easy.
How tall is this thing right now?
How tall is what thing?
This thing?
Is that rock?
Yeah.
Probably, I don't know, probably about 2 or 3 feet.
Cool. I bonus action dashed you right here and in my turn.
Okay.
I used everything. I need to make an attack, but I can't because I had to use my bonus action. Oh wait, no, bonus action. I'm gonna
Yeah,
attack.
I was like,
What are you
I'm like,
are you gonna talk yourself back into it?
Yeah, talk myself back out.
He like runs up there and he goes, "What the hell?
what the hell was I talking to?
The fuck?
Are you sure you and Bon aren't brothers?
I mean, very, very possible.
I didn't put it on.
They're both from different dimensions. Not originally, but we found 1 and 1 and 1 and 1. That made sense coming out of my head before I said it.
Dimension brothers from another mother. Sounds actually like a really good sitcom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love the nonchalance.
It should be like Balky and me. I don't know, you guys probably don't know that.
Balcony?
Balky.
Yeah, perfect stranger.
Oh, yeah.
That is old
Balky.
school."
Papadopoulos.
I cast lightning bolt.
I'm in.
Going to cast the lightning bolt.
The multi-deck saves, minus the 2s.
Then it reflects off the lightning and gets
So
the other
the
off the
werebear thingy, he passes. The goblin on the top, he passes, and the other one fails.
Okay. Not bad. 10, 27 lightning damage.
I don't know that much. 27.
After I got hit and got infected, made me go into what would have been a rage, like Cass, since I've been watching him and trying to take after him. And my armor starts to glow, and I get like little boosters that come out of my back and propels me forward towards the right angle. And as I sit there and I see everything is aligned, and I pull my hands together and I charge up and I shoot a Kamehameha lightning bolt that goes through the enemy in front of me.
I'm sitting over there going, what language is Kamehameha?
I just imagine the lightning, the tendrils of lightning like arcing off of Swage's invisible form, like dissipating all of his armor.
Okay. So
And then I hit my turn.
now you end your turn. Pele.
Oh, did I take one out? Did you get one?
You took one.
You got one.
Got one.
I'm
There's
going
controversy.
to Doofy. I'm gonna do it. Alright, I'll run in and slash at this guy again. I don't like it. I really don't like him. That was a nat 20. Again.
Damn.
Look at the name. And it disappeared again.
What's his name? Thunderchode or something?
Yeah.
Timberchow.
He's a chunky boy.
So that's 13 piercing.
And potato.
Okay.
8 fire.
Okay.
Oh my god, I'm so dumb. No. And 13 thunder damage.
Okay.
Is he still up? Jesus Christ. Okay,
And resistances are a lifeblood.
I wish I had something for
Or
necro.
keep the lifeblood inside.
Breaking it, but alright, hit him with my offhand.
Offhand.
23 hit.
23 does hit. I like this tribal kind of
This is
music.
pretty good.
Yeah.
That's 12 damage.
Okay.
And then
Should use my fucker.
gonna use defensive flourish.
Okay.
And he's gonna take an extra d6 piercing.
Okay.
Surely that ambulance is nice.
That's a 6.
Okay.
And I add that to my armor class.
Okay.
And I'm gonna move back.
Tell me how you kill it.
Yes!
Noise.
So, nobody sees it, obviously, except for the werebear and this guy, possibly. But Pele just kind of is, like, getting, like, really frustrated, and she's like, I'm gonna eat the shadow. And she just, like, runs up and, like, slices him once, slices him twice, and then, as she goes to, run away, she, gives him a quick kick. And then he into shadow. Is it a shadow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just the shadow dissipates. So nobody can see, and you could just assume that Pele got it. And I'm just gonna say out loud, I'm gonna say, I told you I'd eat you, and then back away.
As it's fading, it's into the
If I kill it, I won't move over there. I'm gonna move right here, and my AC is at a 24 right now. In my turn.
Cool.
Being invisible doesn't put us into like the ethereal plane or something, right? It's just like you just become invisible.
But I do have a potion that does put you into another plane.
That's the blink. Blink
Oh,
is
okay.
a blink is a spell that makes you go, ooh. But it's a very can screw you or can save you. You never know. It's a risky spell.
Where is that? Oh yeah. Oil of etherealness. Is that it?
That will
Sounds
put you in the ethereal plane. Yeah.
Yep. For 1 hour. It takes 10 minutes to apply.
You gotta get all the nooks and crannies. You don't want to leave anything on the material.
Yeah.
plane. Is that a toenail? I don't know.
Oh shit, that's nasty. Whoa. I want to make sure I'm reading this.
You got it wrong.
No.
Doesn't sound right to me.
Cool. Creature will just move one over. He'll make his save, which he passes.
So he takes 3 or 4 damage, depending on how you round.
Okay. He will reach out and touch Issei
Word.
Reach out and
and
touch.
cast
You said
Plane Shift.
what?
Oh, I don't like that.
Need you to make a Charisma saving throw, please.
Counter spell.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Counter spell. 5. I rolled 1.
No.
You gotta make your save.
Alright.
You know why you rolled the 1. Bond was standing in front of you trying to show you his wounds.
You do know what this spell does, right? Okay. So, I can touch an unwilling creature and causes the creature.
What if he's willing?
Well, if he was willing, then he would just go where I tell him
Oh,
to
never
go.
mind.
But he goes, it banishes an unwilling creature to another plane. Choose the creature within your reach to make a melee spell attack. Oh, I gotta make a spell attack. Hold on.
Still gotta hit you.
Yep. Still
Oh,
gonna hit you.
that's definitely not gonna happen unless you roll a nat 20.
Let's see.
Looking for stops, pulling them all out.
Please, yeah, I know. Like, oh my god, please. All the things.
I still got my reaction.
It's gonna be a 26 to hit.
Okay, I cast shield. As a reaction, that raises my AC to.
Yeah, because the first time I read it, it didn't say that. I had to pull. That's why I wanted to pull up the other one. I was waiting for that one to pull up.
28. That raises my AC to 28.
Okay.
Hey, cool. I don't counter spell.
He goes to reach for me. I'm like, ah, bad touch. And then,
Bad bear touch.
the metallic dragon wings that are inside the back of my armor sprout out and cover me in a cocoon. Leave me alone.
As he says in Invisible, you should have just gone.
Can I roll an Arcana to see where he might have gone?
Sure.
Curious. 26.
Oh, you felt the fucking hell gates opening.
Yeah.
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 He was definitely.
I was figuring, but you know, where in hell, or I mean, which hell is important?
Oh, the ninth litness.
I mean, I might
No,
have been
you're not
okay
going to
at
hell. You're going to under hell.
Under.
Gonna put you under hell. Oh, shit.
that. And then on
You've
the
heard
hell,
of
I
the
might have been
Underdog,
okay.
right? Well, this is kind of like Underdog, but for hell.
Very Mr. D.
All right. So that's his turn. Silas, you're up.
Silas is gonna whack Bond on his butt, kind of like a football pat. You know, like, get back out there with the sword and heal
Walk it
him.
off.
What's that? That guy with the soccer show. Where he does
Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso. Yeah.
I fucking love that show.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's so wholesome.
He
I
is
can just
so-
imagine. I can imagine Silas giving Bond like this Ted Lasso speech, like, "Be the goldfish."
Short memory. Yeah. I love that.
You know what the happiest animal on the planet is?
Goldfish.
It's a goldfish. Do you know why? No, because they only have a 10-second memory.
32 points.
So I want you to be a goldfish.
And then I will move over to here, and as a bonus action, attempt to freaking hide again.
Okay.
Oh, that's actually my work. 19.
19. Yeah, you feel like you've hidden pretty well.
Well, 11 is better than the 2 I rolled before, so I'm
Yep.
pretty sure it had to be. Well, now, chicken shit there.
Gabon.
And that is me.
You know, I see it.
You missed it.
Thank
Silas
you,
just gave Bon a Ted Lasso speech.
Last one.
Come on, get back out there. Go ahead. Jump if you got it. Jump if you got it, little buddy.
Slap the believe sign.
Yeah. you know, if people would have paid attention and got to know me, they would have asked questions like, "Have you ever played?"
We ever thrown dogs for? It's like the only scene that I've seen.
Oh no, that's a good one. No, my favorite still is actually the one where he's sitting there and he's like doing a press conference and he's talking about when he was younger and this dog attacked him, and then it was his neighbor's dog, and then his neighbor's wife passed away and she took care of the dog, so he wasn't. So he was taking care of the dog and stuff like that, and then at the very end of the story, he ends up taking the dog from the old man because he got put in a retirement home, and he only had the dog for like 2 years after that, and it died. And he's like, he goes, it's interesting that something that caused you so much pain and trauma is something that caused so much pain, or so much joy and happiness at the same time. He's like, it's funny how life works that way.
Mm-hmm.
And I just sit there and I like, God, his speeches are fucking amazing. I love every single one of them. Even the other guy, the
That show is definitely I'm not crying, you're crying.
yeah.
That show.
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%.
Alright. Thank you in Elvish. Holes
Thumbs
patched
up,
up with
'cause
some
I speak
bandages
Elvish.
again.
Except the funny thing is Bond doesn't even remember that he actually spoke Elvish as he walks away.
Oh no, it's the only language he knows besides comedy. Oh, I was gonna say gracias, and I was like,
That's not Elvish.
That was
Sorry,
very
I
funny.
use
He
French.
learns one word in
French or
Spanish
German
and then
for Elvish,
forgets
never
it.
Spanish.
Elvish.
Just drifts in from the alternate dimension.
I'm gonna use what I do know: swing sword at big dude.
Swing sword, that big dude.
That's
That's
2
two of them.
20s.
2 natural 20s.
Hey, that's happened only one other time.
See,
Happened to-
it's
happened
all
to me
about
last-
the motivation.
Last session or 2 sessions.
Oh, you got double, so we've had 3 people get
When-
double 20s.
Yeah, last session.
I went in 400.
I had to
I
dodge
rolled
this
20
session.
No, he's talking about on an advantage roll. He rolled 2 natural.
1 in 400 chance.
So I walk up to the big dude, and I roll low.
Double
Alright,
crit.
let's see. 12, 22. 22 slashing and 4 lightning.
As you do that, your gun also goes off and shoots him. Go ahead and roll for damage for that too. Since you rolled a double crit. Yeah. I'll fucking allow that shit.
4.
Cool. So 20.
But now you have to worry about where you put your holster your gun.
Right?
Yes.
You're like, I better make sure I holster that in the right way.
He's like, kabah!
Like, what the f-
What, you want more? Jeez, he wants more. Second attack. 22.
That will hit.
Okey-dokey.
You got to do what you got to do.
17 damage.
17 damage. Tell me how you kill him.
Straight for the head. I learned Thor's lesson. For the head. Splitting, not chopping. Just
Alright. And that was Bond. This one will.
Bond?
Is there anything else?
yeah, I still have a third attack.
Oh.
Again, I kind of
You gotta rush over?
yeah, I'll hop over. Because I think 5, 10, oh wait, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. How far do I go? Yeah, I gotta hop.
Okay.
Waste of time.
Cool. We'll attack Kaz.
Wasted a
That's a
hop.
miss. And Swage, you're up. Oh wait, sorry. Hold on. I gotta move this other dude down here.
Can't find information
Keep
about
forgetting
where my
about
gun
him.
is.
You might want to get in on the fight here.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about him.
You might still be over there looking for you, say, while the teleporting.
Okay.
I just ran really fast. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Switch.
Dang, it's my turn already. I don't remember what my gun does. I want to use my gun, but I can't find it. I'll find it later. As Swage looks through his pack trying to find his gun. There's only these two guys left.
Yeah.
I guess I'll start with trying to send my anvil spiritual weapon over towards. I don't have control of it, but over the one next to Kaz. And try to hit that. Probably not. 11.
You were no longer invisible.
True.
What is it?
11 to hit.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think
It
that
hits even with the reduce.
And you don't happen to know what my gun does, do you?
I don't remember which gun I gave you.
Me neither.
All I remember is like a
I
single
think
shot.
you just had a gun.
Yeah, I think it was just like.
I think you just had a standard pistol.
I'll have to look it up.
Because this is the one you bought, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was pretty sure I gave you something.
there's something.
You gave me the
particular
information.
about it.
You
It's like a one shot and it needs a reload. I don't know if that I'll look it up later. Instead, I'll just basically my cloak's on and I'll just pull out the star and try
Did
to
I
cast
put it in the group chat?
magic missile.
No, not his. I
I don't think so.
I don't see it.
I
I did relearn about
Swage,
the range
just
finger
go. Where's my gun?
guns.
Where's my
Where's
gun?
my gun? Where's my gun?
Damn
Ah, here's one.
it. Get time to find that.
Here, use mine. Actually, don't.
19 plus 7, so 26 force damage to the lone icky goblin out there.
Wait, what are you casting?
Magic
Magic
missile at 5th level for my cloak.
Oh, okay.
One of the stars.
So
from my
this
cloak.
one down here, right?
Yes.
Okay. How much was it?
26 force damage.
6. Cool.
And then for my movement, I will. Heard that doggy. I'll rush up next to this guy for my movement, and that's it.
Okay. Alright, Kaz.
Kaz is going to punch his goblin. With his hammer.
I remember him burning it down.
I definitely
Nat
have it
20.
right down, it's just-
Oh,
Nice.
fuck.
At 20 today.
And I believe that means I get to roll extra damage.
I handed mine out to everybody. So I'm taking the 2s and the 3s from everybody.
Mine felt reserved all the single digits and gold this time.
Yeah.
I brought a whole different set. I brought all my metal dice instead, and I got my good luck silver out.
Yep, one additional.
Probably my button mimic, but I keep forgetting to roll it. I'm trying to get in the habit.
Say your butt mimic?
Yes, my button mimic. You haven't seen my button mimic?
What?
Oh.
Is it not a button?
I thought this was like an in-game thing.
No. And it's also the derp mimic because it's got the bad
okay.
eyes. My daughter's Father's Day gift.
Sweet.
She always gives me D&D stuff. She's like, oh, I like. She just likes dice, so she's always giving me dice stuff. But all I can ever see is 30. That's all.
38 damage.
38 damage. Holy shit. Tell me how you kill it.
Nice.
Swiftly.
Yeah, swiftly. Basically, just real fast side of the head, break its neck, blow. Pretty basic.
Okay.
And then move down here to this guy, and
Okay,
What in the
I'll
world?
for that and then enemy.
well, I'm gonna move down next. I'm gonna refresh this, but I'm moving down next to this other.
Yeah, I see.
It didn't
It
up to
updated online.
on mine. It didn't. So anyway, I'm gonna move down next to that one and attack him. Second attack. 17.
17 to hit?
Yeah.
It does not hit.
Okay. Yeah. That's it for me then.
Okay. Issei.
I'm gonna move forward to attack.
Yep, and at the start of your round, you take 6 points of acid damage.
6 points of acid damage. Got it.
And it starts to burrow deeper.
I'm gonna roll 2. I'm gonna punch it.
Hey, can we pull that blind down a little bit?
Yeah.
It's blinding.
It's
There's no blinds on that window. Oh.
for me. Oh. That one was getting me.
That's
I
okay.
couldn't lean forward.
It's
He
only
leans
based on
forward,
forward.
I lean
That's fine.
back.
That's one.
Someone wants you around. I'll do that.
You got that? You got that
Lean
20?
around.
Nice.
But it's only during your round.
Look, everybody's rolled one now, I think, except
No.
for Chris.
I'm okay with that. That's not my job.
I haven't rolled one.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did. You rolled an
You definitely did roll on that 20. Because then you
Yeah,
rolled
like
max
your
damage.
Oh,
swing.
I thought you said rolled a 1,
Oh.
not rolled 1.
No, I've rolled the ones for everybody. I've got the 1s through 5s covered.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, I can get rid of that.
Not
'cause
20 city over
somebody
here.
was close.
just gonna stop bringing my dice. Only roll and being down.
26 lightning damage. Found the gun.
Okay.
Nice.
Was it
I
special?
found one I could 3D print the whole thing.
But he found it. That's what matters.
See, I don't remember if it was special,
That's
but
why
I know
he
he
didn't
gave
attack. He
the
was too
stats
busy
for it.
rummaging through his pack looking
Yeah,
for
exactly.
He's like Indiana Jones looking for his gun.
Yeah.
That's Swade. That's Swage now.
You can picture Swade with the hat.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if I returned the rental hat. Maybe I still have that shit.
Oh.
Did we return those?
Modified.
Yes.
I think we left them on the ship.
Modified 20 does it.
Yeah,
Like,
and
asked
they
them to
brought back.
return
Of
it.
what?
The rental closed from Sidville.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys return that.
We specifically made sure we stated we gave this back.
You paint me a hat.
We don't want to be hunted
Can I
down.
paint you a hat? I can paint you a hat.
20.
Paint
20
it
damage.
directly on my head.
Tell me how you kill it.
Turns into a hat.
Noise.
Nice.
Size
After I
to
see
head
how
perfectly.
effectively Kaz took out the other one,
Hopefully my head
and
doesn't, like,
being
just turn
angry
into a
from
hat shape.
taking the damage from the thing that's burrowing inside of me, I run up to go and punch it and decide that it deserves a worse death. And I grab its neck with my gauntlets, and I wring his neck until he stops breathing, and then I electrocute him with lightning. And once he goes limp, I drop him.
Okay. You guys have essentially ended combat in this area. What would you guys like to do?
I rushed over to SA and
We need to
Start
get work on getting this
deparasiting.
thing out.
Okay.
is that a medicine
Yep,
check?
medicine.
If I remember?
Yep.
I'm
I'm gonna
gonna.
myself.
I'm
Kinda
gonna guide my hand
I will give you some guidance.
if I have guidance.
Oh, you have.
Yeah,
That's what I
you
said.
can't
I'm gonna
stack
guide
it.
my eyes.
Guide your eye.
Guide my hand in this case. Yay! That's not a bad number. 18 plus 8 is 26.
26.
So 26.
Yep. You only take 1 point of acid damage as he pulls it out.
Is better than what happened to me? I just ripped mine off.
Acid damage taken.
Okay.
Can I investigate these werebears?
Yep.
I'll help.
Who's hurt?
Investigation.
You say it's hurt.
I'm hurt a little bit.
Like around like 30
Not
points
much.
of damage hurt.
That big boost that Bond
So-
gave me was very nice.
I got a
So,
17.
Okay.
Patch up
Roll with
Kaz
advantage.
for 5 plus 15 is 20. Okay.
Nice. It's almost completely full.
And
I could
I'm
take
just
some
gonna
if you have it.
go for the healing. I'll go 3 15 is 18 for SA. So remember, I can't do that again until short rest.
You said 15?
Yep. The 5 silver piece healing. It's the best, cheapest thing in the world. And who else is hurt?
I am.
Significantly? How significantly?
50%?
Okay, so we'll start off with
Almost
this.
exactly.
Ooh.
Well,
I start trying to do it while you're invisible, so you only get
Close.
15. Just like there's something that's spurted out and it becomes visible. So.
The 16?
Yes, 16.
Okay,
That's my
thank
minimum for that.
Thank you, thank you.
And then I go, who else? Now who is seriously hurt? Buddy? Are you, how half are you? A quarter now? I don't know what you have. So. I'm whipping out the sword at this
I'm
point.
63 and 92. I don't think I'm.
Well, I can do the
the
easy
thing.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
For 3 and 15 is 18. So you get 18 back.
So on one
I
of
start with
the
that.
one of the werebears looking creatures, as you go to investigate him, you start to see where the fur was kind of start to rescind, and as it does, it isn't an actual like human. What you find underneath is actually what looks to be cracked and fiery charcoal starting to smolder and kind of burn out. You do find a axe on one of them. And
So is the werebearness like just fur covering it, or is that there's something else? I'm misunderstanding.
so like their fur as they died kind of fades, like they just kind of disappears.
Like a werewolf dying.
yeah, kind of like
Okay.
they're reverting back to their normal form.
But it was real. I was trying
Yeah.
to figure out if it was some form of
Yeah, so
illusion or-
the creature is a bear-looking type creature, but it is not from this plane.
okay.
That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah. No, I was just trying to figure out if it was that was illusionary in its fading, or
Magic
if
or
it
blood
was.
related.
And
I
you
can't
do
believe-
find a wreath on the other one, kind of like a head wreath.
Oh, what is this fucking called? This is laurel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Laurel was correct.
Yanny.
It's one of those I couldn't have told you until you told me.
And they're both magical, of course. So if anyone who does detect magic, you'll know that they are magic.
Okay. I can do it detect magic.
So it was a magic
Do you
axe
get,
and a
well, how many
Yes,
slots
magic
do you
axe and a
use? Okay.
magic.
I get 4 times
laurel.
a day for free.
laurel.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm about
I
to say,
just got it for free.
okay. I won't use my slot for it then.
Oh my god, can I
I can do it
spell?
racially too. So if you need a fur bulb to see what's up once a day, I'm your
Okay,
guy.
I do an arcana check on the bodies to see.
Try to figure
Yeah,
out what the
they're
hell
fine.
these are. Do you want me to help you, or?
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay, we'll just do it at advantage.
Rolled a 5 and then a 4. No, I'm sorry, I rolled a
That's
4
because
and
I'm
then a 5.
helping.
I
I told you I got
got
those low numbers covered.
I got a 13 on arcana.
You just trying to figure out like what type of creature it is, or
Yeah, or like where they're from.
Yeah. Well, they're from the abyss. Yeah. So hell, basically. And they are a chora, char. Yeah.
Char.
Chaor. This creature appears as a hulking, ape-like or bear-like creature with 1 or 2 heads. Downward carving horns jut from its forehead, and the beast's fur is reddish and black and matted with blood, and hands are razor-sharp claws. Some demons are feared more than others. Of these creatures, the Char, are savage in battle and have turned stomachs of even the stoutest demonic general. Chars are used as shock troops in the abysmal armies. They stand about 12 feet tall.
Four feet?
12.
Wow.
If you would like to know more, click this link. No.
Would you like to know more?
Yeah, would you like to know more?
Um,
That was a great movie.
The first one was great. Swage is walking around the room, and the Chwingas are
That's what we're talking
like
about,
picking up all the non-magical weapons
I
and
like
just
the
flying
Leatherneck
over to him and just
animation.
roughly
Yeah,
tossing
pretty
him at him. They're not, they're
The other
like not
movies
friendly
were
to him.
The movies
very
It's kind of
hit and
weird
miss,
waiting him out, but
mostly missed.
he's gonna
But
salvage
the
whatever he
Leatherneck
can with like the
effects are
non-magical
pretty good.
stuff.
Yeah.
So, I got 3 short swords and 2 giant axes from the last thing.
Yeah.
What should I get for this one?
This one you'll get 3 short swords, the axe that she picked up, and a wooden mallet that the other one had, and a couple of pieces of what looked to be like broken plate mail.
And that axe is magical.
Got it. Perfect. I need some new material. That's great.
Okay. So it is 8 o'clock, but what we will do is, as you guys finish the battle and proceed into the next cavern, the fighting continues, but it's starting to dampen the noise from the outside. As that's raging on outside, you guys delve deeper. The tunnels, they don't narrow, they kind of stay pretty wide. And as you get a little bit further in, you can definitely hear I'm trying to think of like almost a buzzing sound, kind of like when you were at Zerdis's estate down below, and you guys turned on that weird machine. Just that high-pitched squeal, kind of electrical kind of sound going off in the background. It's kind of faint right now, but it is definitely there. As you get to the next cavern-like area, you can actually see it. It is fairly open, and you can start to see figures moving as you guys are coming down the tunnel, kind of walking around inside there. As you do, what would you guys like to do? So you guys are about like 15, 20 feet away from the next opening, but you can definitely see things moving around out in front. They're kind of far away, you can't really make out what they are, but you definitely see stuff moving.
I attempt to sneak ahead, at least get a gander.
Yeah.
See if we can sneak in there and see what's going on before they see us.
Well, if I can go up by myself and get a look, then I can come back and tell y'all this is where they're at.
How much time has passed?
It's either
Oh,
that or
no.
trap,
Yeah, you're probably
trap
only
this room
looking
and
at
draw
like
them in.
15, 20 minutes since the battle. You guys have been walking.
I'm
in the
very
next-
bad at stealth. I'll stay behind and wait until you.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe we stay back
Yeah.
and trap this room, and if shit happens, we can draw them back in here.
That's not a bad idea.
They have to have a reason for. We have to give them a reason to come after us.
Maybe we do that first. We'll
Yeah.
trap the room first, then give them a reason. I'll
Yeah.
make reason. I'll run out there.
I'm fine with ambushing people. That sounds.
We're always running
Good.
in. Maybe we should make things run to us, like and set up.
I like the idea of setting up a trap.
Just
I mean,
giving,
we have this whole
giving
room
them
now.
a reason to come after us.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be too hard.
Well, I know if we can get 4 or 5 of them to come after us, and there's a butt ton in there, that's fine. At least take out some of them before we have to go.
So, someone sneaking ahead to
Yeah,
take a look?
I'm gonna sneak ahead and burn a spell slot to cast. Nobody else is going, which is fine. I just make sure.
You don't want
So-
me following.
You don't
Yeah,
want to go.
I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability. And start sneaking ahead. Thank you. 27.
27. As you get about 5 or 10 feet away, you're almost one with the shadows. Nobody can hear you. It's almost like you just blended right in. As you get about 5-10 feet away, you can kind of hear a little bit of like chittering, and then you can kind of and you can hear like wings flapping for a second, and as you come around the corner, this is what you see.
And I'll try to keep the squealing like a little coward to a minimum.
As you'd be coming in from this area over here. And
So
you-
that big wide area is our,
yeah, that's going to be your entry point.
and this is all things we have seen before, correct?
No. So these guys
Oh,
right
okay.
here.
Sorry, they didn't. I zoomed out so I could see where your
Yeah, those
King
look like
was.
those look like that.
ice methods.
Yeah,
Kinda.
that's
That's what they look
I
like.
like that art.
Yeah.
And then yeah, you got another one of these guys, and of course you've already seen the shadowy looking doggies.
Great.
Okay.
Because it put me to sleep.
Can I identify those things as?
Were
ice
they also
methods or
draining or
something like
that
or-
too?
Oh yeah, you can
Yeah, I
go
got
ahead and
like 5
make
parts
a
strength drained,
Does-
and I got put to sleep like all the same around.
This might be a priority.
26.
26. They
I
are
love turns.
they are a method of some sort. Yeah.
Yeah.
They do have icy looking properties, but you can also
Okay.
see a black core inside of it, kind of undulating.
And I will come back and tell them basically minor illusion up a floor plan more or less and show them roughly where everybody was. If they were patrolling, I'll have it move around inside the minor illusion
Mm-hmm.
just to show everybody this is where everything is. And
Yeah, unfortunately, this
Was
one,
there an
the
exit?
map didn't line up right on this one.
that's
either.
fine. Was there an exit out that other side? Like there's continuous, there's more cavern.
Yes.
Okay.
So there is another exit over here. You didn't see really anything over here yet. But
Okay, that's fine.
Is it maybe a choke point that we can draw them into? Or
It's
not
really wide. It's gonna be difficult.
Is
I
it,
think.
is it this
honestly.
whole wall over here that's
My-
between us and them? This wall?
Yeah, my bigger concern is I'm afraid one of them get away more than others. So drawing some of them toward us wouldn't be too bad, or maybe we can rush over and go toward the hound so we do have a choke point around that big rock. But I think we need to prevent the other ones from. How high is the cavern?
you're probably looking at like a 30-foot ceiling.
Okay, so like your wall of fire would be a good way to.
Or a
Keep
fire,
them-
fireball behind them to make them.
Yeah,
push
that would
towards
be
us?
good. Anything to keep them from running that direction.
Wall of fire sounds
Because
good.
they're kind of like
Fireball
ice
sounds good.
methods, but there's something else going on with them, so they might be a lot more durable.
All
If I remember, my methods aren't particularly durable, but they all fly, so they can all get away.
I will end session there.
Yep.
You guys can RP and kind of figure out a battle strategy for next week. As always, appreciate you guys coming. What would you guys like or dislike about today's session? Let me know. We'll start with Issei.
Today was fun as always. I felt like it was a good mix of RP and battle. I felt pretty good about it. I mean, sometimes we're usually a little bit heavy on one or the other, but I felt like today was a really good mix. Found a really good balance.
Chris.
Oh, I'm having fun. Once again,